Mic check 1 2. Mic check, mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. If you can hear me, mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let me just do something on here. Bear with me a second. Noise suppression. Noise suppression. And put the noise suppression down. Right down, I think is better. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Mic check, mic check. What's up, people? 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 Apologies for the delay. Bad delay. I hit the little Zion. That's why I'm not compatible with this stuff, man. I hit the little, I hit the little wah wee wee, and I went ba bee bee. Apologies for that. I hit the little ba wee wee after dinner, and I went wah wee wee. I literally just opened my eyes now. I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? So apologies for that. Apologies for that. I hit the wah wee wee, and I went night. I hit the wah wee wee, and I went what night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those of you who are up waiting for me. I'm sorry. This is probably the latest I've ever been, I think. Fucking hell. Like 3 hours or something. Jesus Christ. So anyway. I appreciate you all for being here anyway. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate it. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate it. Hope you had good drinks, good dinner and shit. I don't know when it is. I think it's today. If it's tomorrow, I don't know when it is exactly. Please forgive me. I'm in the UK. We don't celebrate that sort of stuff, but I do acknowledge everybody's holidays, you get me? So hope you had a good one. If you haven't had a good one, don't worry, family's overrated anyway. You didn't hear that from me, but anyway, continuing on, hope you're good. Let me just get my stuff sorted out here. Boom, cool, ready to rock. Let me get my screen up on here. Yeah, big up the stream chat. Let me see what you're saying. Actually, let me get this going as well. Fucking all over the place. Apologies. I'm a little bit all over the place, but we'll be going in about 2 minutes. Yeah, just give me 2 minutes, and everything will be nice and irie. You get me? Everything will be nice and irie. By the way, do you see what my gorilla hands did? Look at what my gorilla hands did to the fucking little grip thing on my mic stand. I was always told since I was a young kid that I have, like, I'm a little bit rough around the edges with my hands, and I guess that's true. Somehow I managed to twist this fucking mic stand and fucking crack the little things. Like, okay.
Do you have a gun?
Who cares? Yo, big up Assad.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, G. Wagwan. Konichi Wagwan is hilarious, by the way. I love a good Konichi Wagwan. Ooh. Talking about Konichi Wagwan, have you guys seen that girl that goes viral on social? She goes viral all the time for some reason. I feel like every 6 months I see the same video of her. It's this girl in Japan. She's half Japanese, half Nigerian. She doesn't know any English. Obviously, she's born and bred over there in Japan, and she's like insane, legitimately insane. Like a, you know what I mean, like a top A star. That's what I think of when I hear Konnichiwa Wagwan. Obviously Wagwan's Caribbean, you know what I mean? But yeah, she's like half Nigerian, half Japanese. Talking about how hard it is to grow up in Japan, being mixed race and all that malarkey, blah 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 blah. But yeah, big up her wherever she is. Let's continue. We got that, we got this, we got that. Alright, cool. Big up Asad Aziz, appreciate you. Big up LB, big up Josie, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm here now. A bit late though. I wanted this one to be like a 6 hour, man. Fucking annoying. But anyway, here we are. Big up Game Bread. Whenever you ever plan to do something like that, fucking the universe always comes to fuck it up. I literally hit the joint at what? About 11, I think, or something after I had dinner. I lay down to kind of like rest my eyes, and then boom, I woke up at 2. Absolutely insane, man. So yeah, my fault for that one. I should have known. I'm not that guy, actually. That's one of the things that makes me like, that's why I say I'm not a stereotypical black guy, because I just can't handle that shit, you know? I'm such a baby. It was a baby. If you see the joint, it was a baby joint. It was like skinnier than my finger, do you know what I mean? It was fucking nothing. And it still made me go, yeah, like, I'm pathetic. I'm beyond pathetic. If this is beyond fashionably late, yeah. Big up MK. Appreciate you again. Apologies for the lateness, my guy. Big up Big Booth. Big up Jordan Ray. Who else is in here? I see. Big up Coiler was here earlier. I told my whole family to shut the fuck up at holiday dinner, and we've all been waiting quietly for 2.5 hours. I'm so sorry. Big up Coiler. If you're here late, I apologize. Anyway, let's go. So, first things first. Do you guys know who CLAVICULAR is? Do you guys know who CLAVICULAR is? My guy Clavi. Do you know who CLAVICULAR is? So, I've been watching CLAVICULAR streams all day, basically, on the side, back in the background, while I do my shit, right? It's been fucking interesting. Really fucking interesting, right? To watch CLAVICULAR streams. Why has it been interesting? Oh, yeah, big up Kyle, big up Kyle in the stream chat. Wild 1G. Apologies for the lateness, but we're here. Unk fell asleep and just woke up now, so apologies. So CLAVICULAR. I want to quickly talk about this because this just like it's good to see the visual representation of how nights out I like. So CLAVICULAR the other day went out to a party, went out to the strip. He met up with a UK guy called Ed Matthews, who some of you guys may know or don't know. He hangs out with the HS Tiki Toki. And what I want to show you just is just how funny it is when people go out, because this is how the night started, right? This is how the night starts. CLAVICULAR goes to a club. He's newly viral now. All these clips are going viral of him rating people, especially girls, talking about looks maxing, blah 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 blah. He goes to a club, and this is one of the scenes that happens in the club, right? He's like swarmed around with all these like young girls. I kind of like that, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, because I think CLAVICULAR is 19. I do kind of like the fact that he also goes to clubs for kids his age. He doesn't seem to like to go to like older clubs. I quite enjoy seeing that visually. It's quite refreshing to see a kid that's like acting their age, if that makes sense, you know? Anyway, regardless, he's in the club, and this is what happens, right? Actually, let me lower the sound slightly. Apologies if I blew out your speakers or your earphones. Let me lower the sound a little bit here. Let me put it halfway.
Boys, just status facts. I'm not gonna lie. Looks might be the new meta. Status might be better than looks, but maybe you need both. I don't know. Like, I've never been like this before.
I'm not gonna lie, it did feel really like nice to see him so happy, and it really was interesting to see his brain kind of, you know, click into gear, realizing, oh shit, being famous is actually way better than looks maxing. Because I think he's realizing that if you're famous and you're viral, you can get who the fuck you want. It doesn't really matter if you want to break your jaw, you want to take tests, you want to sniff meth, you want to get down to 9% body fat. Really and truly, the fame, status, celebrity, whatever, is probably gonna inch higher than fucking looks. We see a lot of examples out there in culture, right? So I was happy for him. Well done to the kid. He's enjoying himself, having a blast. The funny bit about this, right? The funny bit about this is what happens throughout the night. Because the caliber of, like, let's say girls he's hanging out with in the club or trying to get the numbers of to come back to his Airbnb aren't the same kids, isn't the same situation that happens in the Airbnb. So he's in the club having a good time, right? He's having a good time, he's having a blast with Ed Matthews. He's trying to get girls' numbers to get them back to the Airbnb. And I just want to show you like the timeline of what happens and how bleak it is going out for a guy, because the end scene is nothing like the club, essentially, right? So let me see. It's one of these streams. Which one is it? I think it's this stream here. This might be the stream that'll give us, yeah?
All right, we're live in 3 seconds.
Yeah, so this is also interesting. This girl here on the side, CLAVICULAR was dating at the time. Like, kind of, that was his girl, right? Quote unquote. But she's cool with him, you know, taking girls' numbers and whatnot and hanging out. They're not, you know, she's not a jealous type. The funny thing is, obviously, as they get back to their crib, innit, they get up to their hanky panky, and then later on, somehow his chat, I don't know how they did it, don't ask me how, somehow his chat finds out that this girl, not only is she not a virgin, which she claimed she was, by the way, she told CLAVICULAR that she was a virgin. Not only is she not a virgin, she's also like a pretty popular OnlyFans girl. which creates its own little drama, right? It's fucking brilliant to watch, honestly. To watch it in the background is fucking brilliant. So he's out and about having a good time, right?
All right, we're live in 3 seconds, he says. All right. Let's see. Yep, we're live. Kick.
Yeah.
.com/
Yeah, big up Abe Martinez. He's cute. I'd make him hold my pocket. This is the thing that's about Clavicle. Like, he's got that odd mix of a face where he looks young, but he also looks old. So I'm not too sure if that's because of tests. Is that because of the steroids? Is it because of all the gear? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but I'd be worried about him in a couple of years. You know, he looks good, obviously, physically. You know, he's in really, really good shape. But the face, like, he looks older than what he is because he's 19. But he also looks kind of 19 in a way. So it's that kind of, he's on that weird sort of like line. Big up Coiler. Loved watching him cook Gary, the numbers guy, and walk off his pod. Yeah, on the best. Big up Coiler. On the drive home, I watched him legit does meth on stream. Yeah, I loved it all. I fucking loved it all. You know me being a fucking psycho guy. I loved it. So let's fast forward, right? Let's fast forward a little bit to show you what happened. So he's in a club now.
I saw it, dude. That was fucking a good set. Good job.
Oh, by the way, this entire stream made me embarrassed to be a man. Every woman out there that's ever said guys are bigger groupies than women, you are right. Every woman out there that's ever said that guys are bigger groupies than men, you are right. Oh my God, the guys were so embarrassing. They were so fucking embarrassing, man. The way they were coming up to him begging. Men are bigger groupies than women by 1,000-fold. He was, I think, if you watch his whole stream, I think he might have been physically touched, as in like hugged, touched on the shoulder, dap up. I think he might have been physically touched more by men than women. Yo, big up Chris Mack in the stream chat. Well, go on, G.
Let's have a good night, brother. Let's do it, man.
So let me.
Yeah? Hey, you wanna do a round of shots? I got club. What did you do to what did you do to piss him off? What did you do to piss him off? No.
So this was happening all night in a club, right? This is happening all night. All these really young girls, these cute girls are coming up to him. They're trying to talk to him. They're trying to flirt with him. It's just funny when I fast forward towards the end and you see what happens towards the end.
You definitely did something. You thought I was crazy. Well, the fact that you're in the club, you're not doing good.
I'm gonna fast forward one more time. Another girl.
Let's see. Well, hopefully we hear from this guy. I guess we'll see what happens. There's another bartender. Look. Yeah. That's awesome. That's what's up. Hey.
What a slut. What a fucking slut. He took off his shirt. I didn't even see this section. What a fucking slut. He took off his fucking shirt. He's out there in the skinniest tank top I've ever seen in my life. Look at the fucking straps on that. The skinniest tank top I've seen in my life. Absolute slag. I love it, love it, love it.
I got one of your
So you got a bit of that, right? Don't know what the fuck's going on there, huh? Is this what American clubs are like, by the way? Are American nightclubs like this? Hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. That's his girl, right?
I swear. Scarlett's gonna be staying with me for 3 days. So tomorrow we're gonna actually play golf.
I've never even, or actually take that back.
You know, I suck at golf, just for forewarning.
People in the stream chat, guys in the stream chat, be honest. Men in the stream chat, be honest. Ladies, whoever you are. Would you have said this girl's an OnlyFans girl if you saw her straight away? Would you have known? Because I could admit, I didn't know. The chat found out. The chat found her OnlyFans. and they posted clips of it, and they posted one particular picture where she's covered in let's say serum, right? Where her face is covered in serum. Would you have guessed it if you didn't know? Would you have guessed it? Let me know in the stream chat. Be honest. Would you have guessed that this young lady was an OnlyFans girl? Be honest.
Guys, we got some bangers coming up. Zeno. Should I leak the
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up. Who's that? Actually, oh shit. Big up, who's that? Jason. Oh, I forgot to put the members thing on there, innit? Apologies. One sec. Let me put the members thing on there. Because I switched it for the fucking Berlin fund. Let me just put the members thing on there. 1 second. Big up Jason, by the way. You're a legend. Where is it? Big up. One sec. Where are you? There you go. Let's get this. Let's copy. Let's do that. Whoopsie. Let's do that. I think it's 115. I think I have one. Is it 115 I have? I think it's 115. Let me double check members. How many do I have? Yep. Actually 116 now. 116. Okay, I got 116 members. I do that. 1 second, people. Apologies here. And then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna name it RS Goal. Cool. Okay, boom. There you go. Appreciate you. Let me move this a little bit over here. Come on, you dickhead. There you go. Cool. Let's do that for now. So, okay. So let's press play.
Let me ask the chat. Leak stream or make it a surprise? I got some really good ideas. Leak or surprise?
Okay, big up Josie. They used to be, now they are dying low. No, okay, big up Josie. Thank you for being honest. No, she was like a regular good girl. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was like confused that she's not confused, but I was surprised that she was an OnlyFans girl. Big up Koila, bro. I just assumed they're all OF until proven up. Really? I just assumed they're all OF until they're proven up for what? It's really for real. Okay, I think I would get duped. I don't assume anyone's doing it. You know, I give everyone a benefit of the doubt, but I think again, that's my, pussy people pleaser Christian upbringing on display. Big up Koila again. How long are you for Berlin? I'm there for I think 4 5 days. 23rd I think to 27th. Or 25th, yeah, 23rd to 27th, 23rd to 27th of December. That's when I'm planning to go. Let's continue.
What do you guys think? Surprise, leak? What are we saying? Don't leak? Leak? 1 for a leak, 2 for don't leak. Let me see. 1 for a leak, boys. 2 for don't leak.
Guys, do a surprise.
By the way, do you guys think it's a bigger problem in the US? Probably. Maybe that's why. Maybe the OF thing is a bigger thing in the US. Because obviously OF is a American platform, but maybe there are more girls out there in America doing it. Plus, your women are corn-fed, Your women are corn-fed thoroughbred, so maybe they have more earning potential. Whereas in the UK, I'd imagine, I don't know, most of the popular fucking OnlyFans girls in the UK are like MILFs and shit, or GILFs,
Okay. Leak. I'm seeing mostly leaks, but I'll tell you guys one of the ideas that we're doing, one of the segments, we're going to find a homeless guy and looks max him. Whether that be tomorrow or whether that be over the weekend, because we go to LA on Sunday.
Okay, cool. Let me fast forward a bit more here. People, please forgive me. I'm just trying to give you a timeline of events, right? I'll show you more of him talking to other girls in the club and having a good time. Let me scrub it forward a little bit here. And then he gets obviously really bothered because all the guys are like, jumping on him and basically and shit.
Yo, stop saying if I was this, if I was that, would I mug? It's like work with what you got and you'll get somewhere good enough to get girls 99% of the time. Like you, look at this guy. He's worried about his height. Look at his face. I'm on the street! Motherfucker, you're So
all these guys were coming up to him in the club asking him about ratings and how to look better. Guys were being embarrassing and bringing their girlfriend, saying, "Hey, can you rate my girlfriend?" Really cringy stuff, but he was handling it okay. But then it got a bit too much, right? Let's just continue.
Chad, stop worrying about bullshit, random. Look. Go, yeah, go up to a girl right now.
Then Ed Matthews gets there. My British friend Ed Matthews get there, right? My British compadre Ed Matthews arrives. Ed Matthews, I think might have the most coked up face ever. He's got that kind of, have you seen those people in real life? People in the stream chat, people who look coked up but they're not coked up. He's always got that eternal like stare, that kind of, you know, that yacked up stare on his face. So I'm not too sure if he's always coked up or if he just has that permanent look on his face. But Ed Matthews is a fucking legend.
How long have you two known each other? About 6 hours. I flew her in. Ed, over here. Nah, we're with these men. Yo. Huh?
Let me fast forward a little bit more. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me fast forward a bit more. Please forgive me. They're trying to get drinks and getting mobbed whenever they go inside the club.
Listen, yeah? All these men that come up and break me, I think it's a little game. Dude. What way we go? This way.
So they're out trying to get numbers.
I'll drive. You guys can get in the back. Let me open it up for you.
Oh, I'm not showing the video. Really? Oh, fucking hell. Apologies. So you missed all that, didn't you? You missed all that. All right, cool. Let me just go back a little bit. Apologies. Oopsie doopsie. So he's getting mobbed by people in the club, as you can see here. His security guard's head. Oh, look at the tattoo on his security guard's head. That's kind of cool, no? What do you guys come on, Chin? No? Am I bugging or is that kind of cool? The tattoo on his head. What do you think? That's kind of hard. So let's continue.
My bad. Sorry guys. Sorry guys.
So possible.
Here, $60. Listen, bro. You're out of your minds. You're crazy. Look at this guy. Wait, how is this hype though? I know her. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll test it out sometime. All right. You want me to test? Ready whenever. Yeah, ready whenever, bro. Whereabouts in my mouth do I put it? Huh? Where in my mouth do I put it? Yeah. Wait. No. You just eat it. Like, look. I'll show you. Like this. Yeah, like that. Yeah. That's enough. You got enough. Hold up. What the fuck is this shit? He's gonna get us fucked up. That was a lot. You alright, darling?
What's up?
Come here. We're going.
By the way, someone in the stream chat, have any of you guys ever done that thing? He does, except for he does meth, but what's the other thing he does? He does something called what's it called? A lot of workout people take it to get high. Prebagabin, I don't know how you pronounce it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Prebagabin, Pregabin. I'm not sure what it is. It's something like that. Does that sound familiar? Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I talking about my ass?
If you got somewhere where my camera guy can put his bags and shit. Fuck.
Look at this.
Yeah. Alright, wait.
I want to show you the bit where he bumps into
We're meeting up with Ed
thingy.
Matthews right now. Let me send my location.
One sec.
We're sending our live location so you can follow us. Alright, we're gonna do it.
Listen, yo.
Yeah?
I'm an interesting guy, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, let me just fast forward. It doesn't matter when he meets fucking Ed Matthews, right? Let me just show you what happens right now. I'm wasting too much time on this.
I know.
So he's in the club having a great time.
That's like, okay, you just fucked a bitch, but this is a girl that you love, you know? Different.
Exactly, but and that's what women need to understand and comprehend.
Yeah. They don't understand like men, you know. help.
Mate, we could fuck a bitch and have zero feelings. Literally hate them the next day.
Yep. Or not even, no. That's because that's feelings. You just don't even think about it.
Not true. Hate is actually a feeling. True.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like over the past.
Hate's actually stronger than love.
Yep. Dude, I actually like ran through so many random OnlyFans girls, and I don't even remember.
So he's talking about this girl and he's talking about Ginger girl, how she's this girl and he kind of likes her, and they're good, and she doesn't care if he gets other girls' numbers and stuff. It's fucking brilliant, all right? Great stuff so far. Along the way, when they go, before they're about to go home, they're gonna jump in the car. They're obviously bumping into girls and trying to get them back to his Airbnb or his place. That's the next mission, right? They're trying to get girls back to the Airbnb.
Dude, like without me.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. They get into the car. They go home.
Oh shit.
Oops. Okay, let me pause it there. They're in the car now on the way back, and then when they get home, they got zero bitches essentially. They got zero bitches when they get home. None of the girls that they take the numbers of. Yeah. So basically, the Airbnb was like this the entire time. This is the Airbnb. This is what I wanted to show you, basically. I took too long on this fucking segment, but essentially they spent the entire time in the cloud trying to get numbers, trying to get people back, and then when they went back to the Airbnb, Clavicle was obviously in the bedroom with his girl, and Ed Mappy was just on the couch doing this the whole time. None of the girls that they wanted to come back to the after party came back. Like brutal, fucking. It just reminds me of what nights out are like. And then when they're at home, they're frantically trying to call numbers, trying to remember who was who, trying to get them to come over, and no one's coming over. Obviously, it's kind of a brutal night. But there's a really interesting thing that happens towards the end. I'll show you.
Class best mates too.
Oh yeah. We're just waiting for some things. We've just ordered them in, and actually,
Cookie, you should fly out.
Right now, G. I'm not gonna lie because.
Are they here?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, get him out here, bro.
Yo, Clav. Clav. Yo, Clav. I don't know, you don't need to come. Well, you're probably coming anyway, but what I'm saying is, can you check the team's Uber? On both phones, because they should be here by now. I'm holding the stream down, G, but like, yeah, take your time. Just check the things, G. Mate, we didn't text all the things either. That's the problem. Who was in the car when we were streaming?
So no one's there, right? So let me fast forward a bit more.
Like,
so yeah.
Hella things. I don't think we actually called that Leng one.
Let me fast forward a bit more.
Like 4 numbers to go through. Bleach is bleach, bro.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know. Chat.
Yeah. Wait, you know what we should do?
What?
I've been saying we should get hookers to fight, but you gotta have a license to do it.
Yeah, we'll probably get banned on kick for that.
Nah, if you have it like licensed.
But you ain't got. If we had gloves, it'd be alright. Just a little boxing spot.
We can't do it.
You could in the garden. If they want to do it, it's like it's not us saying egging it on. But I'm actually pissed off now.
Oh yeah. To make it worse, by the way, somebody on this live stream. Sorry, I'm quiet there. Somebody did a live stream. Called the police to his crib to say that there was an underage girl being held hostage in the house. Obviously, so the police arrive, and then the girl has to come out and bring her ID. And show that she's not abducted. It's fucking hilarious. And at this time, these guys are both like coked out of their minds, right? They're just like wired. So I don't know how they maintain their composure. I'm not too sure how the police didn't burst through the door and search the crib. They really got away with it. I'm not sure how they got away with it, but they really were lucky they got away with this.
Is there any way that we could get?
They called in RTI, so I don't even know her name.
Oh, what does that even mean?
Like anonymous.
Oh yeah, of course. Is there any way that we could get like whitelisted for swatting? Because I've gotten swatted so many times.
So, not really.
Like at least our house.
If something does see your skin tone, it kind of, it whitelist you.
But like,
liability.
yeah, because I've been swatted. Here, wait, here's a girl too.
Hi, I'm Scarlett.
Hey, someone just called.
Okay.
They said you were
No, I
like
promise.
17
I'm
or
okay.
16, so.
I'm 18.
I can put it.
I'll
I'll put a warning on there that says like possible swatting. Because there's
Sorry, the sound was really low too. I just upped the sound as well. I just upped the volume a little bit so you can hear it better.
another like big social media guy that has it too, and
Yeah, Aiden said that he gets swatted a lot.
So did I.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. As long as they don't fucking, shoot us, it's fine.
It's not gonna stop the calls if we coming in, like it's not gonna stop us coming, but at least we'll be warning you that, hey, this could be stopped.
Okay, sounds good.
Big Booth, good eye. It must be cold in that room. Good eye, Big Booth. She's only 18 though, so I don't know how old you are, Big Booth. She's only 18, so be careful. But good eye. She's only 18, but be careful. But good eye.
Alright, well, anyway, is there anything else I can do for you guys?
no, that's it. Have a
Alright,
good night.
fellas, take care of yourself.
Yeah,
Sorry
for
about
real.
that.
So that happens, right?
Good night.
Don't worry, there's nothing dodgy in that.
Alright, Zeno.
So in this moment, somebody from the stream chat tells him that the girl that he was just with was on OnlyFans and she isn't a virgin like he thought she was.
I'm gonna give you my shit right now.
Move up so we send a cam. Yeah, I hear that, but it's just rare now anyway that you can find a team.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, there's always 1-2 bodies. Like, that's pretty much the best you... Anyway, sorry. Yo, boys, that was insane. We had, I don't know if you guys saw, we had the fucking police come.
I broke my ledger.
Yeah, I know. Dude, look at my stream.
Literally a hike moment going on.
Dude. Are you a cat right now?
Yeah, I am.
Yo, cat, what up? How you doing?
Oh wait, no, I'm not with Ken. I thought you asked for one cat, dude. Hilarious.
Oh, shit, yeah. Dude, wait, let me see what the chat's saying. She's trying to delete her OnlyFans right now. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking.
And when this girl got rumbled, when this girl got exposed for being an OnlyFans girl, she was lying behind him in the bed. She was in bed under the duvet behind him. And the fucking clever young lady, the entrepreneur young lady that she is, whilst she was in the bed, she adjusted the price of her OnlyFans. She adjusted the price of her OnlyFans while she was going like somewhat viral on the stream. She quickly upped the price. Fucking brilliant.
Dude, yeah, this is like, I mean, bro, like at the end of the day, like, it's not really that surprising to me.
Anyway, you know what? I spent too long on this. It's half an hour now. I spent too long on this. It doesn't fucking matter. I think this sounded like a better idea in my head. This sounded like a better idea in my head. Let's move on. Big up CLAVICULAR though. So, JD Vance, I don't know, this is some sort of joke I saw on the Elephant Graveyard. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'll listen to it with you guys. JD Vance is the newest member of the 250 Comedy Assassins Club. Let's see what you have to say. Big up JD Vance. What, how do you say it? Is it Vance or Vance? Is it Vance or Vance? Okay, cool. Wherever it is. Yeah, big up JSN. What else you got? Chin in it. What else you got? Chin moment there. I think I lost the audience. Apologies, audience. That clavicle section seemed like an interesting section to me. You know when you share a meme to your friend, when you see a meme and you want to share it to your friend and it doesn't really come across the way you want it to come across. That was that clavicle moment there. 40 minutes too long. Apologies. Let's go.
Why, for example, we have turkey. Think about turkey.
Think about turkey.
Who really likes? Be honest with yourselves.
Okay.
Who really likes turkey?
Who really likes turkey? Okay. Is he talking about Hassan Abi?
You're all full of shit. Everybody who raised your hands. I know. Think about it. And here's how I know that every single one of you who raised your hand is lying to me.
Why?
How many times do you roast an 18-pound turkey just randomly? Just,
okay.
A nice summer afternoon, we're going to go get an 18-pound turkey.
I don't know.
Nobody does it because turkey doesn't actually taste that good.
What the fuck?
But on Thanksgiving, on the most American holiday, I got a fan over here. On the most American holiday, we're gonna cook a turkey, by God, because that's what Americans do.
Okay.
We cook this gigantic American bird, and we do all kinds of crazy things to make it taste good. I talked to a soldier today.
A soldier, yeah.
She said she's gonna deep fry a turkey, and I'm
deep
actually gonna deep fry a turkey
Was she black?
tomorrow.
Was she black or something? I don't know.
Look.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
If you've got to deep fry something to make it taste good, it probably isn't that good. That's
Okay.
a pretty good rule of thumb when it comes to food.
So you don't like black
Chicken
people?
is good all the time.
Okay.
Chicken is good when you deep fry it, but it's also good outside of it.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? That's your vice president. That's your commander-in-chief in waiting. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, people? What the fuck was that? What? So the bird, yeah, there's like a bird and there's a plane. I saw a plane in the sky. Like, what the fuck was that? I wonder, you know, I wonder if that's one of the unintended consequences of Rogan, of the Rogan sphere. One of the unintended consequences of the Rogan sphere is that everyone thinks they're a comedian. Because everybody watches people at the Rogan sphere and think, I can do that. You can't blame them though, can you? People in the stream chat. Can you blame anybody for trying to do stand-up comedy when they see the Rogan sphere comedians? Weirdly enough, the Rogan sphere comedians have damaged the market for all comedians. Because people see them making all that money, traveling around the world, becoming famous, you know, hooking up with hot girls in Shane Gillis, right? When he was dating that TikTok girl for a bit. By the way, they broke up, by the way. Have you heard about that? Allegedly, Shane Gillis and that TikTok girl that he was dating have broken up. But yeah, like, you know, they see these guys glowing up, they're driving fast cars. I don't blame anybody out there. I don't blame some fucking, you know, middle-aged man out there in the middle of America thinking,
powerful bunch.
Apologies. Big up,
Bloated
Assad.
face, undefined jawline, no muscular or structural frame, terrible body. He not mugging no one. He got no women. Not my VP.
Assad, good connection there with the clavicle section. Assad Aziz might have been my only supporter of the clavicle section at the beginning, the intro, one of the worst intros I've ever done. Apologies, I was all over the place there. I think, like I said, I think it sounded way funnier in my head, but I appreciate Assad Aziz. Nice little, that was good comedy, you know? That was a nice little to the previous section.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up KC, I appreciate you. What does it say here? Big up KC. Turkey is delicious. Oven. Sorry, my bad. Oh, why did I say oven like that? Turkey is delicious. Oven roasted turkey, however, blows ass. It's always dry as hell. Needs to be smoked. Is this a controversial opinion? It's not really. I don't think so. But whenever I've had turkey, I've only really enjoyed it when it has like gravy and if it's sliced, like thinly sliced. Am I in the wrong for this? Do some of you people eat your turkey like in wings and thigh sections? I like my turkey sliced thin in slices and some sort of gravy, some sort of jus or something. Then I'm good. But just if you just give me like a wing of turkey, a turkey drumstick, no thank you, you know? But I do prefer all the other stuff. You know you guys in America have like collard greens and like mac and cheese, obviously, potatoes, I don't know what else you put there, but I actually prefer the sides more than the turkey. I love the sides. I love the sides, man. Oh yeah. Big up Casey Shuffle. And then taking all the leftovers and putting in a sandwich, especially the turkey. That's good. Put it all in a sandwich, cover it with some cheese. Melt the cheese. Yo, big up John Valdez.
Did you see the BGL commercial? Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, that's old, isn't it? It's not from the Super Bowl. Big up John Valdez. Isn't that the Super Bowl commercial? It's where he's doing something for the fridge, isn't it, right? It's like a fridge commercial, right? It's like a fridge commercial. Big up John Valdez. What's it called? The big up stuff. Big up Player Machine Chats, turkey wings. I buy smoked turkey drumstick. Y'all gotta eat everything with gravy. Big up Koila. One second. I got something for you. One sec. Big up Koila. Got my headphones tied up there. Ah. Yo, big up Coiler, big up Coiler, big up Coiler, right? Big up Coiler. What do you say here? Y'all gotta eat everything with gravy and beans, yeah? Listen to me, big up Coiler, big up my guy, right? Because that, although that can sound, although that could come across a bit, whoopsie, where is it? There you go. Or that can sound, what the fuck happened there? There you go. No, wrong one. Where am I? There. Although that can come across a little bit of racismo, right? Although what Coiler said could have come across a little bit of racismo, right? Judging us English, British people. Look at what I've got. I'm down to my last can. I'm down to my last can. I bought a pack of fucking 16. I'm down to my last can. I'm down to my last can. I'm down to my last can. Big up Coiler. This is the last one. I had a box of 16, a tray of 16. I'm down to my last can, alright? I'm down to my last can. Big up Coiler. He's very right. That was a very astute observation. I like my turkey covered in gravy. Coiler's like, oh really? Shock horror. Shock horror. Big up MK. AZ's watching those jolly YT clips. I don't know what that is. Brother, big up MK. What's jolly YT clips, my guy? What's that mean? What does jolly YT clips mean? Let me know in the stream chat what that means. Cool, let's continue. By the way, is my thing working correctly here? Bear with me 1 second here, people. Bear with me here 1 second, okay? Bear with me 1 second. Switch it down. Bear with me 1 second. I think I might fuck something up on here. Go live. Boosh. Bear with me 1 second on here. What did I fuck up? Oh, sorry, people. I put the chat on members only. It shouldn't be members only. It should be anyone. Plus, I came late, so I can't do this members only. Apologies. I knew I fucked up. The chat shouldn't be members only. Okay, there you go. There you go. Anyone can comment now. Apologies. I fucked up there. Apologies. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Let's see. Next thing. I saw this article courtesy of the Elephant Graveyard subreddit. Big up the Elephant Graveyard subreddit. It's pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty fucking good. Big up the Elephant Graveyard subreddit. Big up Elephant Graveyard wherever you are. Big up Elephant Graveyard wherever you are. Big G. So I saw this article. It says, is it comedy or political activism? Courtesy of somebody called Unpopular but Unbothered. The Substack URL is adavideos.substack.com. adavideos.substack.com. Right? I actually let me just put the link in the stream chat. What the fuck's wrong with me, man? I'm such a fucking weirdo. Let me just put the link in the stream chat for those of you that want it. Boom. So let me continue. Let's read it. Old picture of Joe Rogan there. Killing it on stand-up. I wonder why he always did this, by the way. Why does he wear his shirts like that? Why does Joe Rogan wear his button-up shirts like that with a sleeve undone like this? I guess it's something he's always done. Maybe he doesn't like to get restricted. He doesn't like I bet it's like an alpha male thing, isn't it? He doesn't want his wrists to be restricted so he can do like jiu-jitsu stuff, right? I don't know. Anyways, let me just read the article. It's 4:30 a.m. I'm high. I'm watching random nature documentaries. For some reason, I was hot. Half naked, I decided to be pretentious and share my unwarranted but correct opinions on the state of comedy and culture. Feel free to judge me. You're free to call me names, but shame in 2025 isn't society's lexicon, and it wouldn't be for a while, even after Gavin Newsom's presidential run. Our culture is extremely 4chan coded. Our thought leaders are now self-hating incels, and the arts are being taken over by AI slop. No, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like AI slop, brother. This sounds like AI slop. We're heading to another global recession, and leaders of the free world is Donica Lewinsky. Donald Trump may or may not had relationships with the former president. I rather believe that Bubba is Bill Clinton. What the fuck is he talking about, this person? Anyway, while high, I tend to become a novice philosopher, and amidst my incoherent thoughts, I stumbled into thinking about our societal progress. By the way, when I used to write, I would never really waste the first paragraph to do this like meandering, setting a tone thing. Just say what you mean in the beginning. I never get what people do that when they write. They kind of have this intro where they like, you know, they start being all whatever. Just get into the topic on the first paragraph. You don't need to wait, you know? But anyway, what do I have a gun? Big up the stream chat. Big up Ava Martinez.
Opposite. It's so people D&T get distracted by flexed biceps emoji.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's true. He's too ripped in it. So let me continue. While high, I tend to become a novice philosopher, and amidst my incoherent thoughts, I stumble into thinking about our societal progress. We went from Socrates formulating the Socratic method, which was a founding block of the scientific method. Later, we found people like John Locke, who were one of the intellectual founders of the Western governance and the justice, so many other thinkers. Even if you disagree with the likes of Marx and other controversial figures, at least they were somewhat coherent. Now we're here in 2025 with Joe Rogan as our thought leader, the greatest intellectual in our time, talking about buttholes, masturbation, and trans people. Every word that is conjured from the dome of that 5'6" sweaty man is pure genius to millions of people. It reeks of freedom, and the evil globalists can't handle it. The sarcasm is killing me, but I must press on. I'm not gonna lie, this article is making me like Joe Rogan more, you know? I'm not gonna lie, this guy sounds like a bit of a wanker. Hopefully he's gonna give us a good little tidbit. Let's see. Sometimes when I watch Joe Rogan, I forget that I'm watching. I forget what I'm watching, sorry. Is it a political opposition research, a State of the Union address, or am I watching such high intellectual discussion that my female mind couldn't handle it? Is the world flat? Does vaccines cause autism? Do I give sloppy toppies men's? What do I give sloppy toppy men who probably don't like me? Do I give sloppy toppies to men? I think she means to say, right? Do I give sloppy toppy to men who probably don't like me far too often? Did I losing my foreskin? Did losing my foreskin made me less religious? Jesus Christ, the writing is okay. Did losing my foreskin made me less religious? It should be make me, no? Anyway, who knows? These are questions that Western intellectuals are too afraid to ask. I can't call this man an idiot because being called woke is worse than bombing at a random child somewhere in the Middle East. Overall, I think Western society is in... You know what? I'm going to bail. Like a good... I forgot who it was I used to read. Somebody I used to listen to on a podcast talk about reading books. They'd always say, if you read a book and it's shit, right, in the beginning, don't just steamroll through. There's too many good books out there. Just bail and get something else. So I'm just going to bail. This article isn't great. I thought it was going to be good, but it's not good. I'm not going to lie. And it's really long. Look. And she's just talking absolute shit. So apologies, lady. This was not good. Let's move on. This is kind of sad. So this is really, really sad. RIP to the National Guards who unfortunately passed away. This story I think happened, was it yesterday? I think, right? National Guard member dies. I think 2 of them died after a shooting in Washington DC. Absolutely heartbreaking news. Thoughts and feelings go out to the people that died. Let's read the article here. It says one of the 2 members of National Guard who was shot in Washington DC on Wednesday has died. Sarah Beckstorm, 20. Sarah Beckstorm, RIP, succumbed to her injuries, President Trump said on Thursday evening. The second National Guard member, 24, Andrew Wolf. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, cool. Apologies. Andrew, so the second person, sorry, isn't dead. Andrew Wolf is fighting for his life, so hopefully he pulls through. Both were shot at close range near Farragut Square in downtown just after 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Police have arrested one suspect of the shooting called that's his name. Ramanullah Lakanwal. 29-year-old from Afghanistan. Oh, that's gonna cause some issues in the media, isn't it? That's gonna cause some fucking issues. Holy shit, he's from Afghanistan. Fucking hell. Okay. President Trump confirmed Miss Beckstorm's death while on Thanksgiving call. He says Miss Sarah Beckstorm from West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person. She just passed away. She's no longer with us. Trump later spoke with her parents at the White House official told BBC partner CBS. Miss Beckstorm had enlisted on the 26th of June 2023 and was assigned to the 86th and 3rd Military Police Company, 111th. Apologies, pause. Big up Assad Aziz.
Afghanistan strikes again.
Really? Brought in under the Biden admin. Okay. Big up Josie. She had volunteered to work in the national capital over the American. Honestly, Assad's timing is awful, isn't it? This is like a really an somber moment, and here's Assad Aziz. Afghanistan. I can't get fucking Brian Callen's voice out of my head now. Big up Assad Aziz. She had volunteered to work in the national capital over the American Thanksgiving holiday. Attorney General Pam Bondi told Fox News. Jim Justice, a Republican. Is that a real person's name? Jim Justice. That's not a real person, huh? Jim Justice. That's not a real person. That's a real person. Jim Justice. That's the most American person I've ever seen name in my life. Jim Justice. Wow. James Connolly Justice II. He's a long list of justices. Is an American politician and businessman serving from 2025 as a junior. As the junior? This guy's a junior. What's he a junior of? He's the junior United States Senator. He's a bit old to be a junior, isn't he? He's an intern. This guy's an intern, allegedly. A member of the Republican Party, he served from 2017 to 2025 as the 36th governor of West Virginia. Fucking hell. Actually, I'm interested in what's his net worth? Because your politicians are fucking wild. What's this guy's net worth? How is that possible? In October 2021, Forbes estimated Jim Justice's net worth 513.3 million. How the fuck does he have that much money? What? The fuck? Hold on. How salary for governor of Virginia? Huh? Allegedly, the salary for a governor of Virginia is $175,000 a year. So how the fuck is Jim Justice worth 513 million? Holy shit! Big up Jim Justice. Big up Jim fucking Justice. What a fucking G. What was that headline? Sorry. He agrees to pay nearly 5.2. I love Americans. I love Americans, bro. You motherfuckers are always involved in something. This guy's allegedly worth 530 million, but he owed 5.2 in personal taxes overdue that he probably was trying to get out of paying. You guys love making money and you hate paying taxes, innit? I love it. You guys love making all the money and you hate paying taxes. Holy shit. Big up Jim Justice. That is incredible, bro. He was still out here scamming. He's 500 M's up. He's $500 million up, and he's still scamming. That's a real legend, mate. That's a real legend. Big up Jim Justice. Jim Justice, a Republican senator from West Virginia, said he's absolutely devastated. He said, "Our prayers are with the family and friends and fellow guardsmen during his incredible, difficult Thanksgiving. We are also lifting Andrew Wolf in prayer as he continues to his journey to recovery." Horrible situation. And by the way, look at this update. Look at this update. Look at this update. Suspect in the Washington DC National Guard shooting had ties to the CIA. CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. Mamma mia. In Afghanistan, CIA. Oh, Fucking hell. Ramanula Lakanwal, 29, worked in the agency-backed military units during the U.S. war in Afghanistan. Oh my God. The suspected shooter of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. worked in the CIA-backed military units during the U.S. war in Afghanistan, the agency has confirmed. The alleged gunman, identified as Ramanula Lakanwal, 29, came to the US in September 2021 under the Operation Allies Welcome program that gave some Afghans, who had worked in the US government entry visas to the US. He was granted asylum in April of this year under Trump's administration. Whoa. So, like Josie said, he was brought in under the Biden administration, but he was given asylum under the Trump administration. God damn. And he's meant to be some sort of CIA operative, like a sleeper cell that kind of went crazy. God damn, this is fucking wild. This is wild. Lakanwal's ties to the Central Agency, the intelligence agency, which worked alongside US Special Forces in Afghanistan, were confirmed by CIA Director John Ratcliffe. The New York Times reported that the shooting suspect had worked for the several government agencies in Afghanistan, including CIA-backed units in the southern province of Kandahar, a stronghold for the Taliban. The Washington Post, citing anonymous sources, said the CIA-backed units included counter-terrorism squads known as Zero units, which were involved in the combat missions to seize and kill suspected terrorists. The quote, "The Biden administration justified bringing the alleged shooter to the United States in 2021 due to his prior work in the US government, including CIA," said Ratcliffe. As a member of the partner force in Kandahar, which ended shortly following the caretaker evacuation. But to be fair, I don't think you could score political points. Both parties are to blame. One party brought him to the States, The other party fucking stamped his asylum, basically allowed him to stay. So both parties are to, like, no one can come out of this clean, you know? Like, I don't know why they're trying to point fingers. Like, both parties are equally to blame here. 2 victims in the attack were named as Sarah Beckstorm and Andrew Wolf. Beckstorm succumbed to her injuries on Thursday evening, Donald Trump said. Beckstorm's father told the New York Times in a phone call earlier in the day that his daughter was unlikely to recover. Fuck, heartbreaking. "I'm holding her hand right now," said Gary Beckstorm. "She has a mortal wound. It's not going to be a recovery." Fuck. Imagine that situation. Imagine being on your daughter's deathbed and you're on the phone to the fucking New York Times. I guess you want to, so you can get her story out there and get her fucking honored in the right way. But Jesus Christ, man. Can't imagine that pain. Wolf was fighting for his life, according to the president. Both Beckstrom and Wolf had been sworn into the service less than 24 hours before they were being ambushed. Hold on. Are you guys out there blaming Trump for this? Because wasn't he doing this whole National Guard thing to be like police and stuff on the streets? Am I bugging? Didn't Trump want to deploy more National Guards on the streets because of protests and stuff? Is that part of this? I swear I remember seeing that somewhere. Get the National Guard, get the National Guard. I think he wanted to bring them to LA when all the riots were happening. Did he increase the amount of National Guards on the streets, or do you just have these guys walking around anyway? A man reached a family home and Wolf told a reporter that all he needs now is prayers for my son. Okay, cool. Let's continue. I saw some of these clips already. These are going to be quite hard to digest because this Trump guy is something else, mate. He's kind of special. I'm not going to lie. This Trump guy is kind of special. So let's watch some of these clips on Trump and then we'll move on to some comedy stuff. Yeah, apologies for this section.
You know, the storms, the big water storms, as they call them, but mostly hurricanes. The jobs you do, the way you go into those seas, I wouldn't want to do it. You want to do it, but I wouldn't want to do it. And I just want to thank you for that. As you know, we've ordered a lot of Coast Guard cutters, brand new, beautiful, the best machines in the world, the fastest, the best maneuverability, they tell me. I said, how's the speed and the maneuverability? I'm a looks person. I wanted the hull to be perfect. I sort of redesigned the hull a little bit, the hulls, but we ordered a lot, and we're ordering icebreakers too that you're going to be in charge of. We have 11 of them being built right now. We had none. You know, we only have one. You know, someone
someone just died, another person is fighting for their life, and this is what he's talking about. Like two very, very young soldiers, right? Died, or one died. One is fighting for their life, and this is the first thing he wants to talk about. Cool. Cool, man. Cool. Let's continue.
Not according to fake news. And are you and President Biden gonna play that golf match?
Oh no, let's not talk about that.
The suspect worked very closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other. That's an airplane. There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to them.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI.
A president of the United States saying in a press conference, cuckoo, is fucking insane, isn't it? They go cuckoo. They're not vetted. They go cuckoo. They go cuckoo. They go loco. Cuckoo.
Of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration
because
for
they
what
let
this
him
man
in.
did?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person?
Are you a stupid? Is that rhetorical, or should I answer that, sir? Sir, should I answer that, or is that a rhetorical question?
Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people.
Thousands.
And you're just asking questions.
Are you stupid person?
And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked. There were many of them. And they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful.
Big plane, flying to big building.
And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go. We were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles.
China.
But when you left
the suspect,
that's brilliant, bro. Are you a stupid person? Like he kind of gagged her. I'm not gonna lie. She was kind of stumped. She didn't know what to say. He kind of gagged her. You know? Are you stupid?
Passed that it's almost impossible
to the U.S. So why
You're
do you blame
stupid.
the Biden administration
because
for
they
what
let
this
him
man
in.
did?
Are you stupid?
Stupid?
Are you a stupid person? Because they let him in.
Are you stupid?
Are you stupid? Stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came into.
Are you stupid? Brilliant, fucking brilliant.
Stages obviously, but do you plan to attend Sarah's funeral?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it certainly is something I could conceive of. I love West Virginia. You know, I won West Virginia by one of the biggest margins of any president anywhere. And it's, you know, these are great people. I love the people of West Virginia. I love the people of our country. But
I love everybody.
Any thought? But it sounds like something I could do. Yeah, it's very.
Mr. President, would you be attending the funeral of this fallen soldier whose life was cut short in the most brutal fashion ever, who was shot in the middle of a street by a crazed lunatic guy who kind of snapped in the middle of nowhere, and her whole future was taken away from her? Will you be attending the funeral of this slain soldier who probably wouldn't have been out on that street if you didn't, you know, want to have a show of force on the street in Washington, D.C. and fucking deploy all these National Guards on the street? Will you be attending her funeral, Mr. President Trump? Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I'm very popular in Virginia. Virginia, I get loads of votes. They love me there. Maybe I'll go. Have a big parade. Like, what? The narcissism is massively strong, boy. The narcissism is massively strong. Like, how do you pivot from that question to like talking about how popular you are. Like, wow, okay, man, good guy.
Safety for National Guardsmen who are being sent into these cities?
No, just I want to have more. We, as you know, we're sending 500 more. We had very little crime in
Jesus Christ, I want to send more. Okay.
Washington now for many months, record-setting low crime, and this happened. And I don't know how you put this on the scale of that. This is sort of different. This is a terrorism threat, and this was done because they're so effective. If they weren't effective, you probably wouldn't have had this done. But this was done because the National Guard has been so effective. You went from having a tremendous amount of crime and death, killing, everything else, to having none. And this happened, I assume, because it was so effective. And maybe this man was upset because he couldn't practice crime. Who knows what?
Oh, I was about to say, is he gonna say maybe the guy was upset because he couldn't do crime? He wanted to do crime, but he couldn't. Too many National Guards. Oh, this is brilliant.
His motivation was, but what he did was horrible.
And you've made changes for Afghanis, safety for National Guardsmen who are being sent into these cities?
No, just I want to have more.
I put the sound up. I put the sound was low. I put the sound up again.
We're sending 500 more. We had very little crime in Washington now for many months, record-setting low crime, and this happened. And I don't know how you put this on the scale of that. This is sort of different. This is a terrorism threat, and this was done because they're so effective. If they weren't effective, you probably wouldn't have had this done. But this was done because the National Guard has been so effective. You went from having a tremendous amount of crime and death, killing, everything else, to having none. And this happened, I assume, because it was so effective. And maybe this man was upset because he couldn't practice crime. Who knows what his motivation was? But what he did was horrible.
And you've made
brilliant. Anyways, let's move on. Let's do some comedy. Let's do some ha ha he he. Where is it? What's I gonna do? Yeah, cool. Let's do Unique. Unique's got a new video about Brendan announcing the Tfatk merch. Tfatk merch has been released. I might have to get some, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to get the t-shirt. Let's press play. Big up Unique. Brendan Schaub announces new scam and trashes Brian Callen. Let's play this.
Happy Thanksgiving, Patreon. We can't thank you guys enough. We love you guys. You know this. We're always trying to do special stuff right here on Patreon. So finally, after fighting a freaking print house that can keep up with the demand, good customer service, get the products to you guys, I found a partner. It took a while. That's why it took so long. I've dealt with so many, and we've had some issues. But
entrepreneur, mogul, I'm so busy. I got so much on my plate. Bro, it's just a couple of emails. It's just Googling around to see print shops, asking people that maybe some other YouTubers have got contacts for you. I know there's other YouTubers who have like merch lines, right? Merch manufacturer. I forgot who it was. Maybe it's Jeffree Star. There's a few people that have like their own little thing. It's not that difficult to find someone that can make you shirts, like, it's not that difficult. Maybe the difference is like he probably didn't want to drop ship them. I don't know, but it's not that difficult really.
I think this one's pretty good. So we have merch available, and we saw what you guys wanted. So the Abbott Kenny Fight Club tees are there. There's hoodies, the original Fire and Kid logo tees in black with white logo. We got the colored logo. We got Abbott Kenny Fight Club sweatshirts, Abbott Kenny Fight Club hats and camo. A few people asked for the camo. I get it. It's a little random, but we'll have a bunch of stuff on there.
Hey, Chin or Brendan Schaub. If you're going to talk about these shirts that you've got that you want to sell to people, why don't just get them on the screen? Why don't we see the graphics on the screen? Why don't we have a line sheet? Why don't you have them printed to show people like, hey, here's one of the designs that I've got made up. Here's another one. Here's another one. Why don't we see the one he's wearing on him, but why don't we see the other options? He's just talking about them, but he's not showing them. And it's just like, I don't know. I guess because they've probably been drop shipped, probably right? They're probably drop shipping them, so there's probably no stock they have in their fucking warehouse or whatever. But you could just, you know, hold them up and say, hey, here's one t-shirt design, here's another. It won't be that difficult. Or at least put the fucking line sheet graphic on the fucking screen.
It's for the Patreon first, so I'm not announcing it on my social media. Brian's not even gonna announce it anywhere, but I'll announce it.
Oh, that was a bit cunty, innit? Brian's not gonna announce it anyway, and he rolled his eyes. That was a bit cunty, innit? That was a bit cunty. I know this is like jokes for them, but there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of like underlying or unaddressed animosity, tension between them in regards to who does what and how much work someone does in the duo. I think Brendan definitely sees himself as someone that does way too much or does way more than Brian. But the thing that interests me about Brian, you know, usually, right, if you're working in a team and the other people in the team don't think you're pulling your weight, they'll make you feel uncomfortable, right? They're gonna basically be passive aggressive, or they're gonna let you know in a roundabout way. Most people would, in my opinion, would react to it. Oh shit, these guys don't think I'm stepping up, and you kind of want to show that you're useful. You start, like, you know, moving stuff around. You start offering yourself up for, you know, as help. The thing that I love most about Bryan Callen, he doesn't seem to be really bothered all these years. Like, he doesn't really, like, maybe Bryan Callen thinks that's his role, but he doesn't seem to be really that bothered about getting involved, you know? Because Brendan makes it very clear that he's kind of pissed off that Brian doesn't get more involved in the pod. He doesn't post the new episode on his Instagram, or share the links to the Patreon, or talk about the Patreon in his own pod, or promote the merch and stuff, right? He just turns up, does a show, collects his money, and keeps it moving. I kind of admire, and I'm kind of impressed by Callen's inability or reluctance to be like
powerful bunch,
socially pressured. Big up.
Baba can't advertise his shirts. They are usually ripped off designs, so he has to sell in mystery boxes or airdrop. Otherwise, he would get a cease and desist.
A seasoned, big up Casey Shuffle. A seasoned assist, not a seasoned assist. I fucking love it. A seasoned assist is fucking brilliant. But yeah, that might be the part of the reason. But anyway, just to end it, I admire Brian's inability to be like socially pressured or something, right? He doesn't seem to have it in him. Doesn't seem to care. Okay, cool, you know. By the way, just off the top, if I was gonna be a designer for them, number one, I would say, if you're gonna do, because I think that logo is pretty cool, right? I think that logo is fine. Let's say it's fine. The original Find the Kid logo. The quality of the print doesn't look that great. I know this is taken off of Unique's stream. And I think Unique screen records it, so the quality kind of, you know, goes down a bit. So it's probably not the representation like for like. But the graphic doesn't look that great quality-wise, print-wise, right? So I would have got it printed better, like probably screen printed, not digital printed. I would have definitely got a better blank. I think the t-shirt, you can just see from looking, it looks like a merch t-shirt. The neckline is already kind of sagging. The material on the body is almost translucent, you know? You can kind of see through it a little bit, and I don't personally like that, especially for the winter. You'd probably want a more thicker style of a t-shirt, something that could be a little bit more, you know, whatever. And I think if you're gonna make t-shirts as merch, that's what I would do anyway. I'd make sure the quality is good, so that if somebody wants to wear it, they can wear it. But if somebody just wants to hang it up on their wall, or they just want to have it as like a thing, a bit of memorabilia, it will look good, and it will kind of keep its kind of, you know, structural integrity. As opposed to these type of merch t-shirts that sort of that happen to disintegrate. Have you ever been to a conference? I'm sure some of you guys have been to conferences where you pick up those free t-shirts at the booths. Even if you don't wear them and you leave them in your cupboard, when you put them on again, they kind of disintegrate. They kind of just crumble. They're fucking shit. So I think they make their t-shirts with those type of styles. So I wouldn't do that. The third thing I would do if I was designing this, I'd make the logo smaller. I'd make the logo smaller. If anything, I'd make that logo into like a box logo, like a Supreme box logo. I'd make it smaller so it kind of fits a bit above at the chest. I think that would look way cooler. Or maybe a small logo in the corner and a big one logo at the back. But I wouldn't do this. It's too big, you know. It's too big. It's too naff looking. I'd make the logo way, way, way smaller in the middle. You know, a nice little subtle one. But I still might get one anyway.
For the rest of the public, the normal listeners, probably Friday. But for you guys, you get early access. It's going down today, 5 p.m. Central. I don't know why they decide Central. I want to do it at 7 a.m. Whatever. Here nor there. But my idea is, if you guys can help, we will do a limited edition drop once a month. So if you have ideas, it doesn't even have to be old school shirts, but if you want the old school shirts, send Chin here on Patreon, which one.
You want people to come up with t-shirts designs for free that you're then going to sell to them. Huh? What happened to... You can tell the money's not where it is, isn't it? You can tell the money's running low. What happened to...
You have a gun?
Oh, yo, big up Burt Brainers. Appreciate Super Chat, brother.
Papa should finally lean into it and make homeless cat shirts.
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to see... Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I'd imagine that, man. Some sort of homeless cat illustration on the front, right? Some sort of homeless cat on the front. Maybe the quote of what he said underneath it or something. But that'd be great, man. Or maybe you could get like a graphic idea could be like some homeless cats kind of like on their 2 feet up. Like imagine the Tfatk logo in like a yarn design, with like the thread sort of like hanging loose and the cat's trying to like claw at the yarn, like a little graphic like that. That would be pretty cool. Just something. But again, surely they can come up with these ideas themselves. Just sit down around the table for a fucking hour or something and just, you know, brainstorm some ideas. You don't need to fucking mine the ideas from the fans. You don't need to ask the fans who are already paying for your Patreon to come up with ideas for you to sell back to them. That's a little bit fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit fucked up.
Ones you want, we'll select the best one, and that will be the shirt for the month. So every month I will add to this, and if you have some new ideas, I'd love some fresh.
Oh, big up who's down the stream chat? Big up Cole. I think they're waiting too long. The ship has sailed for the redacted big dog. Exactly. They waited too long in it for this merch. They should have put this out ages. Like the fact that they've not had Tfatk merch. Fuck. Brendan's kind of selfish, isn't it? They've had Fig Boy merch, but they've never had Tfatk merch. Because I think Fig Boy merch, all the money was going to him, I'm assuming, right? Because that's his brand, that's his thing. Wow. So, okay, I don't blame CALLEN for being the way he is. Because Brendan was only looking after himself with that Fig Boy merch. He was, I don't think he was splitting that profits with fucking Bryan. That's why if you think about it, Bryan never... Yeah, guys, in the stream chat. Bryan never modelled for Fig Boy, did he? Bryan Callen never modelled for Fig Boy. Chappelle Lacey did, Malik did, Chin did, Cat did, even fucking Sainaz, she did, Sanaz. But Bryan Callen never modelled for Fig Boy. So I wonder if that was a reason too. Obviously he's super skinny, but still, I personally think it's because Brendan was keeping all the money, and it was his brand thing. That's a good point. That's weird. Big up Casey Shuffle. Cats in space helmets with land mooning text. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Big up Casey Shuffle. Already look at that. Already 2 good ideas, right? That are better than anything that they've got to bring up now. Brainstorming requires 2 brains to rub together. Big up Jack Donahue Jr. Exactly.
Ideas. So if you have an example, if you're an artist, if your buddy's an artist, if your gay aunt's an artist, have them design a shirt, and we can figure something out if it's good and we get it on the site. So
so he is gonna pay. Okay, so if you make a design that's good, he is gonna pay. So I wonder if people on the Reddit, I wonder if some of the homeless cats are going to get involved and try and get their shirts sold on fucking fakeboy.com. I wonder if that's gonna happen. That'd be funny if some of the Reddit, because there's some people on the Reddit who are really good designers, really good fucking creative, incredibly talented people over there. So I wonder if one person's gonna try to slip something in under the radar without Brendan noticing that it's a troll or something. That'd be funny.
I want to do like basically a Fire Kid Army fan club once a month. We'll have a new shirt every single month, and you guys steer that ship. That's my idea. But as of now, it drops today just for you guys. So we love you guys. Thank you so much.
I personally think the whole like, oh, it's in your guys' hands. You guys are, it's interactive. I'm not sure about you people in the stream chat if you agree with me, but I feel when content creators do that, I feel that's a cop out. It's a lazy cop out because you don't want to do the work. Like making the fans or the viewers feel like they're the ones steering the ship and this interactive show. You're the one that's in charge of the show. You lead the ship. You steer the ship. You come up with the ideas and present them. If they're not good, they're not good, and the fans don't like them, they don't like them. If they got suggestions after the fact, fair enough. But them coming up with ideas from the offset or from the onset is a little bit cheeky. It's a little bit cheeky, you know. It's a little bit cheeky. Oh, you guys steer the ship. You guys Tfatk out. It's like, bro, you didn't care about the Tfatk. That's the thing as well. You didn't care about the Tfatk army when you were making loads of money. When he was touring around the country doing what he was doing, he didn't give a fuck about the fans' ideas, the fans' inputs. Now, because the money's dried up, suddenly, oh, I love you, my fans. Let me make stuff for you. You didn't care about them. It was a real, like, you give me money, you give me views relationship. Like, didn't even when he met fans in real life, it was super awkward. He didn't give a fuck about the fans. Now, he needs them. You see what happens when you take advantage of people, when you take people for granted.
Much for making this Patreon what it is. We're trying our best. We'll have some more content for you guys, but we love you. That's it. Enjoy the shirts. I'll be rocking mine. I wore mine today working out. Wore it yesterday actually too. So whatever.
Big up to Josie, exactly. Big up Josie. He's lazy and it's whack to lean on your audience like this. Also, it's just t-shirts. Like, I understand maybe if you want to lean on your audience for like, I don't know what I'm thinking. Like maybe suggestions on like videos or I don't know, whatever. But t-shirts and your Tfatk, all the years of content they've made over the years. They can make a Rinks t-shirt, a Big Brown t-shirt. They can make a t-shirt with Brendan's stupid tongue. A t-shirt about fucking Brian Callen's old feet. A t-shirt taking a piss out of their relationship or the jiu-jitsu thing. A t-shirt poking fun at Chin with a neck brace. A t-shirt with a fucking truck flip. Right? Like, is it really that hard? A baseball dad t-shirt. Or jersey or something. Is it really that difficult? Do you have to fucking lean on the fans? Like just to sit around the table and just brainstorm for a couple of hours on some ideas? Like fucking hell. Yeah, big up, Big Booth. I'd buy a land mooning t-shirt, exactly.
But yeah, Epic Kenny Fight Club, baby. We back.
Exactly, Big Booth. Excellent idea. Puffy lips sipping on some Starbucks. And the Starbucks cup has like the Starbucks logo, but it's like it's done with Tfatk font or Tfatk lettering, you know, stuff like Starbucks where logo branding, but it says Tfatk or something along those lines. Is that really that difficult to do?
So SCHAUB trashed Bryan Callen while announcing his new scam. Basically just saying, yeah, Callen's not going to do anything about it. Of course not.
Pick up Unique. So I guess that's the website, right? It's gonna go live on Black Friday, 5 p.m. CST. You see the details there. Big up you, Unique. Appreciate you. Big up fucking Unique. Big up Blood Clot Unique. He's a legend. All right, let's move on. Akaash Singh update. So this is a clip somebody recorded. I think this clip is from a recent stand-up show he did. And I think it's from that thing that I mentioned the other day. The report of that person that went to the show and said Akaash seemed kind of sad and depressed. So somebody said, yeah, Akaash talked about his wife in yesterday's show. So somebody recorded. Imagine. This is so sad, right? Akaash is like I don't know. I guess he's somewhat popular because he's on Flagrant. But he's not super famous, really, is he? And the only moment people are starting to like record his sets secretly is because he's involved in this kind of like viral moment where his wife has been embarrassing him for the best part of like 2 weeks, it feels like, non-stop. So somebody secretly recorded him talking on stage about, you know, the situation with his wife. So let's play this.
Talking about, again, I don't think these narratives, you will call your wife a gold.
You have a gun?
Or all these other.
Having a bunch of Thanksgiving leftovers that are about to be all over the place like a Bappa stand-up special. Salute Singha and chat.
Yeah. Yo, big up Robert Henry Poet. Big up Robert Henry Poet. You are a legend. Appreciate it, brother. Happy Thanksgiving too. Hope you have a fucking blast. Hope you're having a fucking blast, my friend. Big up Robert Henry Poet, the big G. Holden. Did I get my Korean heart there? You get my little South Korean K-pop heart. Hopefully I did it correctly. Is that right? Is that in frame? I think that's in frame, right? I think that should be in frame there. My little Korean. Yeah, there you go. Big up Robert Henry Pereira. Appreciate it for the super chat. You're a legend.
It's a shitty thing. So I'm gonna tell one story that I have never even told her. Honestly, she has no idea of this story. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. If she was a gold digger, I didn't even have 10 to get the bitch, to be honest. But then in 2018.
So is that why you think he's so loyal to her then? Because he feels like he. I kind of don't blame him a little bit, man. I think I would be the same. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd be the same. I don't think I'd had the heart to dump somebody after I've made it because they start showing their true colors, you know? What do you guys say in the stream chat? If what he's saying is true, they met in 2014. He was dead broke. Flagrant wasn't what it was now. Flagrant was in like a makeshift studio somewhere. They didn't have their own building and shit. Schultz wasn't as famous as he is now. So they weren't making good money back then. They weren't making, he's right. They weren't making good money. So they were, you know, young love, chill, broke, and chilling with each other. She might have been making more than him because I think she had a 9 to 5. Akash's wife might have been making more than him back then, according to that little LinkedIn thing somebody showed. She might have been making more money. So can you blame him for being weirdly loyal to this girl despite all the disrespect online? Because she was really holding him down when he was down bad too. I don't know.
I went flat fucking broke. 34 years old, I probably made $4,000 that entire year. And we couldn't even afford the living room we lived in New York City. We had to move out of that apartment and move to New Jersey. And what's even sadder than moving to New Jersey is I had to save up money to move to New Jersey. So we had to stay on her friend's couch for almost a month. We were basically homeless for a month. So I could save money to move to New Jersey.
If this is true, surely this makes his wife look worse, doesn't it? If this story is true, surely this makes Akash's wife, JASLEEN, look worse. How did you come from nothing, start from nothing, quote unquote, with Akaash, sleeping on people's couches, then you finally get some money and now you start acting out like this? Maybe it's proof that this personality she has, she always had it and the money's showing it. Because why is she being like this then? If she knows how far they've come, like, you're jeopardizing the brand. You're jeopardizing the brand and you know how far you guys have come. You guys were eating ramen noodles together and now you're out here potentially, maybe having an adverse effect on your husband's earning potential because her
powerful bunch.
Big up people. Big up.
It was
Assad.
just him and his girl, homeless, hungry, waiting for the next open mic. But she always believed in him and he made it out the mud. The crowd cheers. Obama was there.
Okay. Big up Assad Aziz. I take it from the tone of what Assad Aziz is saying here, that generally people in the stream chat as well agree with him, right? This you guys don't believe the story, do you? Am I the only one that believes this? You see how naive I am. This is why I got duped by people in church. This is why I also got duped by fucking what's that guy's name? What's these people's name? What's it called? Motivational speakers. This is why I was always susceptible to motivational speakers. I'm so naive. So do most of you not agree that this was okay? Big up Coiler, LMAO. I saw this so right. I do not believe it. Chris, okay. You know what? If there's two people in the stream chat whose opinion I respect the most, right? Who I think I've got a good head on their shoulders, it's Chris Mack and Coiler. Yo, big up.
Akaash might be next to go cuckoo.
Yeah, if this is not true, you're right. Okay. Big up Dads McGee. You're right. Okay. Big up Jack Donny Jr. Her gold digging doesn't bother me. It's a lack of affection. It doesn't seem. Yeah, you know what, Jack Donny, I'd agree with you, to be honest. I'd agree with you. Gold digger or not, it doesn't really bother. It doesn't really concern us. That's their money. That's his money. If he wants to spoil her, if she wants to fucking rinse his pockets, that's none of our business. But the way she recoils, the way she grimaces, the way she cringes, the way she flinches when he touches her, when he tries to kiss her, That to me, I don't like as well. Big up Jack Downey Jr. That's a brilliant point. That would bother me more. Like me personally, I'm the kind of person, whatever is mine is yours, literally. Like I'd give somebody the last thing on my back. So if that's a wife, you use my card, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep hustling. It's no big deal. I don't give a fuck. But like if I try and kiss you and you're doing the fucking snake, you're doing the cobra, we're gonna have issues. You know, we're gonna have issues. Big up Josie as well. I don't. She seems like she doesn't like him. And how did she get to be so goddamn awful? Okay, you don't believe it, you mean, Josie? You don't believe the thing? The math don't make sense. Bro would have been on the streets if you only made 4K. So why do I believe this stuff, man? You guys always speak common sense. Be okay to shuffle. The math doesn't make sense. Bro will be on the streets if you only made 4K a year. Why do I believe this stuff so much? Like, what is wrong with me? Do I just see the good in people all the time? Is that why? Oh my god. Big up Coiler. 100% bullshit story. You think that broad was sleeping on the floor? Ever? Her. LinkedIn was popping before she got married.
Powerful bunch.
Akaash looks like a guy who got a weekly allowance until he was 35.
Okay. I can't believe I believe this. You guys are making so much sense. All right, let's just play it. I'm so fucking dumb in it.
I remember the night before we went to the couch, we had to stay in my our apartment illegally. We were supposed to have been out by like 12 p.m. We moved everything out, but we didn't have a place to stay, so we had to stay there that night. It was just me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I'm 34 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with an Indian who's a doctor, like a real Indian. You're a beautiful girl. You have so much ahead of you. Me, I don't know what my life is going to be. I'm 34. I'm fucking broke. This dream might not ever happen, but I'm too fucking moronic to quit. And I have nothing to give her. It's just a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I hand her the jacket.
Oh, come on. Okay. Now I'm smelling the bullshit. This is some fucking what's that movie with Will Smith? With his son? This is some movie shit, isn't it? They were sleeping on the couch. What and they only had one jacket to share between each other. So I took off my jacket. I gave it like what? In New York City? Yeah, I think what Kid Shuffle made some sense. Isn't rent in New York $4,000 a month? Big up Casey Shuffle in the stream chat. Big up Casey Shuffle in the stream chat for opening my eyes. Isn't rent in New York meant to be crazy expensive? People pay like $4,000 for like a room, and you made $4,000 a year. I think he's purposely omitting some things out of the story. I think Mummy and Daddy did help. I think he's not wanting to admit that, which might make more sense why he doesn't want to divorce her, because Mummy and Daddy did help to keep them on their feet while he was trying to pursue comedy. So he can't really like divorce her, because that would, look bad on them as well, because they kind of invested in their marriage. So,
And then she said, "What's this for?" I said, "You can use it as a pillow." And then she goes, "Well, what are you going to use?" And I said, "I'll figure it out." She handed me back the jacket. She goes, "You take this." And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, this is why I haven't shared this with her, because I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl, because I'm so broken, I'm in such a bad place, and it's a dark fucking time in my life. But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much, ever.
So she was sleeping on his chest like a pillow the entire time they were sleeping on their friend's couch. Their friends didn't have extra pillows. They couldn't just wrap some t-shirts underneath their heads and put it there. This story sounds like, yeah, I don't know. I've started to believe you guys in the stream chat. I don't know about this story, mate. He could have just said, look, I love this girl. I'm not going to leave her. Yeah, she's got her problems, but, behind the scenes or away from the camera, she's lovely. You don't need to create this, like, rags from riches story to make people feel bad for her, Because even if this story was true, even if my naive, gullible ass believed this story, it would still make her look bad. Because if she started with you from the mud if she started from you with you when you were both eating ramen noodles, pot noodles, right? And she then turned into this type of a woman that she is now, it makes her look worse, brother. It doesn't actually make her look good or better. I don't think so, personally.
Again, and I will never find a girl who rides for me this hard ever again.
Yeah, I agree with people in the stream chat. I don't agree with this. I call cap.
Powerful bunch.
Yeah, big up MK. Big
This
up
story is
Adsos.
about the real struggle of a up-and-coming comic. This is stressing me out. I wish I could go back to living my best life, popping my puss at white boy frat parties.
I was popping my pussy. Oh my god, when I was in college, I was popping my pussy for all the boys out there. I was living my best life. That voice, man, that lady. Oh yeah. Yeah, big up Apex Putter as well. Would have thought, what's that? Would have thought he had mentioned this. When I make a life choice, when I make a big life decision, I think I'm going to ask this stream chat. I know this is very parasocial of me. But I think when I have a big life decision, I have a fork in the road in my life, I think I'm going to ask you guys for advice. Because I think I'm too gullible. Big up Apex Putter. You would have thought he'd had mentioned this before. You would have thought he would have mentioned this before. There we go. Mic drop moment. Exactly. Mic drop moment. Exactly. Why is this the first time we're hearing about this story? Exactly, because it's fucking bullshit. Big up MK. Pursuit of cockiness is fucking hilarious. Oh, fucking idiot, man. Big up Robert Henry Poe. Exactly. Why does it sound like he's trying to justify his own marriage? Exactly. Especially to us. So the randoms on the internet. Big up Coiler. There's only 1,000 hours of footage of her doing anything but riding. Unless riding is saying, shut up, idiot, I hate you. I hate when you're sick. Exactly. Big up fucking Quest. That's such a great point. She doesn't hold him down. She's still talking shit now, right? She's still talking shit now. Wasn't there a video of her buying something? I saw a video of her buying something on Instagram. I think she bought something, right? Recently. She went shopping. Look at that. Look at that. Watch me be impulsive at the Dubai airport. Fucking. Let's play. What's this? Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Let's play this. What the fuck's this? Yep, this is happening. I'll take off the sound. I love this horizon. What's that? I don't know what that's thing called. My bag just got Let's switch. A Louis Vuitton bag. She's buying it in the airport. AirPod Pro Max. This was actually another bag she bought there. What a life. Oh my god. What a life. She's living the dream, mate. She's fucking living the dream. She treats Akaash like absolute doo-doo and just gets to spend all his money. What a fucking life she's living, mate. What a fucking dream she's living. Big up the stream chat. Big up the stream chat. What are you guys saying? Hold on, let me double check it here. Don't be too hard on yourself, AZ. But just FYI, I saw the screenshot of her LinkedIn, and if she's remotely competent, she could have landed a role paying her 250k, 300k a year with little to no effort. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Big up Chris Matt. That's a good point. He doesn't mention that, by the way. He doesn't mention that in his like as someone else mentioned there, the pursuit of cockiness fucking story. He doesn't mention that his wife had a good job, you know? Like, yeah, hold on. If she had a good job, then why were they sleeping on chairs? Actually, let me find that LinkedIn post. Where is that LinkedIn post? Let me find it. Let me find that LinkedIn post if I can see it. Or maybe someone deleted it, probably, innit? Let's see if I can quickly find it. Bear with me a second here. He said 2014, didn't he? I don't know why I'm going to find it. Please let it be easy to find. I didn't see it there. Nothing. Oh. Bear with me here. Quickly. Is it here? I can't find it. I don't know. Where is it? Wait a minute. What's that? Wait a minute. Not there. Bombarded. Anything. I can't find it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I do remember her the thing of her list of stuff being pretty cool. Anyway, let's go on. I'll show you another thing that might make you angry. Where's the other thing with her? Is this her wearing a bracelet? She's wearing some fancy. She was in Dubai buying fancy jewelry. See if I can find it here. Bear with me a second. Oh, okay. Did someone delete it? So maybe oh no, it didn't get deleted. There we go. Look at this. Guys, what do you think of this Masika bracelet? What do you think of this Masika bracelet? What should I get? She says. The choice: full diamond or half diamond. Akaash is going through a super stressful time at the moment, right? Akaash is going through a super stressful time where everybody on the internet has discovered his wife, is taking the piss out of her, calling her out for being a horrible wife, a horrible partner, not showing any affection, being pretty disrespectful online, which is making him look terrible. And she's out here just like living her best life, buying jewelry, just not giving a fuck. What's that say? So that's a bracelet. Just living her life, man. She's incredible, man. She's incredible. She doesn't give a flying fuck. Oh mate, I need to hold on. Can I fucking find this post? Bear me a second. I need to find. I want my thoughts are not letting me let this slide. I need to find this fucking JASLEEN LinkedIn. JASLEEN Singh LinkedIn. Let's see. Someone must have it, right? Yeah, there you go. Found it straight away. Boom. Big up the subreddit. So this is her LinkedIn. So they said 2014. So he said 2014 to 2017. Big up Chris Mack in the stream chat. Fucking legend. He said 2014, 2017. And JASLEEN allegedly was working as a private wealth management, as a private wealth management co-op. And she was working as a business technology analyst and also as an advanced analytics analyst for 360i, Deloitte, and also Goldman Sachs. I think they're pretty good salaries, right? Let's double check. Goldman, let's see. Private wealth management co-op. Salary, private wealth management at Goldman Sachs. Salaries for private wealth management. Sorry, let's say in USA. Salaries for private wealth management roles at Goldman Sachs of USA vary significantly, ranging from approximately 70k to 150k, depending on experience and role. For private wealth management advisor, the salary is around 103,000 per year, with a wide
powerful bunch.
Apologies, big up NJ Ranger. Big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate you for the fucking membership, you fucking legend. 10 months, you're fucking G. Big up NJ fucking Ranger. This guy married a useless gold digger and ultimately made an FNN right. Oh, Fresh and Fit right, which is even more embarrassing. Shame on both clowns. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. Exactly. The Fresh and Fit loss. Letting Myron dunk on you. I think the only thing worse than letting Myron dunk on you is letting Walter dunk on you. That's the only thing that could be worse than letting Myron dunk on you. Because Myron is the one that's responsible for this, isn't it? He's the one that started all of this. So he must be feeling amazing right now. This is great revenge for Myron. He must be feeling, because that's what, to be honest as well, when Fresh and Fit were on Flagrant, wasn't what's his face? Akaash was going at Myron more. He seemed to have a lot more static with Myron. Maybe because Walter's a bit of a pussy and was quiet. But I felt like Myron and fucking Akaash had way more friction. Yeah, big up brother Henry Poet.
Not bragging, but I kissed a white girl twice in Chinatown in DC in front of people. That was after only knowing her 4 hours. Akaash divorce time.
Big up Robert Henry Poet. Big up Robert Henry Poet. Not bragging, kind of bragging. Big up our white queens. Big up my white queens. Oh, I love a good random kiss, though, innit? It's not the best swapping that saliva. Thankfully I've never caught anything from swapping bodily fluids like that, mouth bodily fluids. But a good random, you know, it isn't too bad, innit? But yeah, big up Robert Henry Poet, big up NJ Ranger, fucking great points there. So yeah, this narrative of like, oh, we're sleeping on a couch, we had no money, brother. No one's trying to say that you're super rich, but to suggest that you're like, you know, these guys are homeless, like homeless. Like someone suggested in the stream chat, they also come from an Indian background, as if they don't have any friends, they don't have any money to lend them. The wife had a good job, so she could hold them down for a while. And again, maybe the money is not enough for them to go on holiday, but that will be enough, plus whatever he makes a stand up to kind of, you know, keep them heads above water. But he's making it seem as if like she was working in a fucking bar, like she was some sort of bartender or something, while she was pursuing comedy. Like, come on, you know. So I can't believe I believe that sob story. I can't believe I believe that sob story. Honestly, like Jesus Christ, it's so blatantly not true. But still, just a little short point on JASLEEN's LinkedIn. Am I the only person that doesn't feel like this is impressive? No, there are people online who saw JASLEEN's CV and work experience and couldn't work out, couldn't, you know, wrangle in their brains why she seems to be the way she is on social media, despite having a pretty decent, you know, working history, which displays some level of intelligence. I've seen this all over. Like, isn't this quite normal? Like, jobs aren't like a, you know, jobs aren't representative of like what you are as a personality. Do you know what I mean? Or who you are, or how you behave. Usually the biggest cunts have pretty decent jobs and shit. I don't know why people are surprised. Oh, well, she got such a great experience, she's so smart. It's like, just because she's maybe, you know, has good jobs or whatever over the years doesn't mean she's not a BITTH, or she can't be a BITTH, you know? Like, this is, I don't know. I'm surprised that people are surprised, to be honest. Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Big up Josie, you put it such in eloquent terms. Big up Josie, thank you for putting in more eloquent terms than I could. All kinds of people who are dumb with great jobs. Exactly. That's basically all I want to say. There's loads of dumb people out there that have great jobs, or who've had great jobs and who earn great money. Simple as that. So I don't understand why people think, oh yeah, you know. Big up oh, okay, big up Chris Mack, that's good information. It is extremely difficult to get hired at Goldman Sachs and Deloitte, AZ. I want to stress that, LOL, like wildly difficult. Maybe 1 to 3% of the applications get hired. Okay, fair play. So her getting hired there says a lot about her, but still, we see her on social media. I don't know, is she playing a role on social media? Is this all one lone bit? Is she an incredible actress? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, who's this? Big up
BTW. In other news, I was on a show with Nick Ricotta yesterday and asked him, on a scale of Casey Anthony to Cliff Huxtable, how would you rate your parenting skills? His answer was uncharacteristically honest.
Excuse me, have you got a clip of that? Please send it to Discord. I want to play that. Excuse me, please send that clip. If you've got the clip of that in the Discord, please send it. Please send it. Like, what a fucking range. Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant. Big up NJ. Oh my god, honestly, I love the internet. I love the internet. Oh, all right, cool. Let's do a couple more flagrant things and then move on. Apologies, people. Apologies. I know I'm doing rubbish shit here. So I did that stuff about him. What have we missed out on here? Oh, there's so much stuff in there. There's too much stuff on here that I've missed out. I need to get on the Brendan thing as well before we continue. Bounce. What else I missed out on here?
Powerful bunch.
Sorry.
Imagine butter chicken but no naan. Y'all don't know the struggle. Y'all never been in the trenches.
Ah, big up, but butter chicken is fucking. Oh, I could have some of that now. That shit melts in your mouth. Big up all my Indians out there, man. Oh, butter chicken is butter chicken, but the naan is hilarious. By the way, this is fucking brilliant. This is fucking brilliant. Did you see this? This is fucking brilliant, right? This is fucking brilliant. The guy from TMOS been photoshopped into there. Obviously, that's fucking brilliant, no? Friendsgiving, and you got Akaash there sitting there on the little cock pose. That is fucking brilliant. Whoever made that, you're a fucking G. What else I missed out in here? Bear with me a second. I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else on here? Abavia Akaash. I think I did. Hold on, let me just go on here because I'm fucking this up. Apologies. I'm fucking this up. Did Akaash tell the story before?
I got no clue.
Okay.
8K probably. How much does she think we spend a month?
She said 10,000.
That's adorable. I love this woman. What an adorable woman. It's been on her about 10K a month. We work hard so we can do this. So I spend on watches mainly because they're appreciating assets. She spends on shoes because they lose money immediately.
So if you were to estimate, how much would it be?
55 with rent.
And what's your occupation?
I'm a stand-up comedian.
Wow. How did you start with it?
Oh, I was so bored. Anybody who wants to make comments about this girl, let me tell you, we moved in together in 2018. I went flat broke that year. We had to move out of that apartment, sleep on her friend's couch for 2 weeks so we could move to an apartment in New Jersey. It was the only place we could afford. We lived there for 2.5 years, built up our income, stand-up started to pick up, and now that's why I have no problem spending money. Did she make my life easy? No.
Why did you stay with him through the whole time?
When I first met Akaash, I felt there was something so special about.
Hold on. Now the story isn't that impressive. They were flat broke, allegedly. But they couldn't, so basically they couldn't afford anywhere in New York, so they had to go to New Jersey. New Jersey obviously is not New York, but it's still not fucking peanuts. You still have to pay rent, you know? It's still not, I guess I'd imagine if you have to pay $4,000 in New York for a 1-bed, maybe you can pay $2,000 in New Jersey. I'd imagine, right? I'd imagine, because New Jersey's a little bit outside, you know, whatever. I've been there once before, so whatever, yeah? I know it's a bit of a journey to get back into New York, so I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit cheaper, and depending on where you are in New Jersey, then if you're in the middle of Manhattan, let's say, right? Isn't it quite normal? People in the stream chat, let me know in the stream chat. I would never do it, but isn't it quite normal if you're moving between places and you have nowhere to stay, for your friends to let you stay on the couch or to let you stay in their spare room? Isn't that quite normal? He's making it seem like they were like sleeping on people's couches for like a year. That's not the case. They were having to sleep on their friend's couch for 2 weeks before they could move into a place that they wanted to move into because it wasn't ready, I'm assuming. Or the previous tenants hadn't moved out yet. Isn't that completely normal? Like sleeping on your friend's couch because your apartment that you want to move into isn't ready yet is completely different than sleeping on your friend's couch because you have no money. Right? Because you have no money, you have to like every month you have to move to different people's houses. That's completely fucking different. That's completely fucking different. Oh my god, this is a lie. They're lying.
Him, he has character, he has integrity, like he loves me so much. That kind of connection withstood all of the bad times. Even though everything got so bad, I would just pray so hard every day just to get out of that situation, and I feel like slowly but surely.
I'm nitpicking here, and this is like Monday morning quarterback, but I don't like how she's saying bad times. I would prefer if you said hard times, those hard, difficult moments. I don't like saying bad times. I would prefer you said they were hard, they were difficult, but we still loved each other. We had so much fun. We'd make the best out of it. We'd be watching movies and on the couch. I mean, I don't know. I don't like how she's saying bad times. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like how she's saying bad times. But again, I'm nitpicking here a little bit.
We kind of crawled out of it. Teaches us like to be really grateful and appreciative of the stuff that we do have now. This is our bedroom. I have a vanity here where I do my makeup.
So what is this?
This is my vision board, skin inspo, house inspo, and the one cool thing that I put radio.
A vision board when you don't have a job is fucking crazy, bro. A vision board when you're living off of your husband's money is incredible, isn't it? A vision board when you're like a stay-at-home wife that does nothing but spend money is crazy work. She's envisioning how she's gonna spend Akash's money is fucking brilliant. I love that. I can't, honestly, I'm kicking my, I can't believe I believed that sob story on stage. I think if I was in the audience, I would have cried. I would have been crying like, I can't believe I believed that sob story. We were broke, we were down bad, we didn't have any pillows, sleeping in my friends. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Number one, your friend, if you had a friend that would let you stay on their couch, even me, I'm a nobody, right? I'm a nobody, and I'm extremely selfish in my own way. I'm a nobody. But if a friend wanted to stay on my couch for a month, I don't have any extra pillows, I would go and buy a pillow so they could use the pillow. Or if I had two, I'd give them one. Right? If I had two pillows, I'd give them one. Or I told them to use the fucking couch. It's not a big deal. I don't get this, oh, we were sleeping on my friend's couch, there was no pillow, so we had to like scrunch up the jacket to put. That's bullshit, bro. For 2 weeks you do that. For 2 weeks you use the jacket as a pillow. For 2 weeks. Maybe for one night if you arrive there out of the blue. But by the next day, I would have bought you a fucking £5 pillow, whatever, from Amazon. A big deal. Like, I don't, yeah, pure lies, isn't it? Big up the stream chat. What are you guys saying here? When I first met Akaash, I felt there was something special about him. A multi-million-dollar simp empire that I could exploit. Exactly. Of Kashistan. Big up as I was in of Kashistan. Yeah, bro spent a vacay on the revived story. I hate the way she says Akaash. Yeah. Case of Moses, dude, flexing about having a girlfriend while you're broke. That's normal too. Exactly. If anything, most of us can attest in the stream chat. I know I can for myself. I think I had the most success I've ever had in life when I've earned the least money, when I was the most broke. Anyone else agree in the stream chat? I think I had the most success with the ladies when I was the brokest. Like, that is a common that's a tale as old as time with us men. That's a tale as old as time. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Actually, let me add the members too, by the way. Who's this? Who did I get as a member? Who was it? NJ Ranger and somebody else, isn't it, right? Big up everybody in stream chat. Apologies for this. I'm doing this manually because I'm a fucking idiot. And I think Jason, right? And Jason, I think Jason got added. No, I think, yeah, NJ Ranger, Jason. Cool. 1 second. You're gonna see me doing my maths here in real time because I'm not really good at maths. So boom, 18, right? Okay, cool. Let's continue. Oops, nope, not that way. Let's do that. Why do these comedians lie so much, people in the stream chat? What is going on? Why do these comedians all lie about their origin story? It's like a common theme around all comedians. They all lie. From Bert to Brendan before, Bryan, Callen, this guy, they all lie about this. Like, I don't get why the lie is better than the truth. The truth of saying, yeah, she slept on a couch with me during, a bit of music. I knew she was a real one because she's from a, well-to-do Asian family. I told her to quit her job and I was supporting my comedy, and then it didn't work out. But then she stayed with me, so that's why I know she's a real one. Instead of making this whole Hollywood movie plot where like you were the struggling comedian performing for like drinks and she was in the bar working, busting her ass, and like everyone lies. Like they lie so fucking much. God almighty. Anyway, let's continue. Actually, I want to read the comments for the other post. What's that? That one where he spoke on stage. What are people saying here? He was, oh my God. Big up, who said it? Big up, was it Case of Moses or is it Robert Henry Poet? Whoever it was, one of you two. He was literally on MTV when he met her. Stop it. She smelt it. Big up the person who made that joke. He was literally on MTV when he met her. Oh my god. Oh my god. She also had a job. He loves acting as if he's from the Great Depression era. If going full Nanette is his response to all of this, it's not gonna go well. It's funny how he and his wife redirect the entire issue to why are you guys calling her a gold digger. The issue is how she's punked like a little cuck on a daily basis and disrespected in all types of ways by a wife that wants to bang his friends. Exactly. That's the same thing that Jack Donaghy Jr. said. Nobody cares that she's fucking spends the money, really and truly. Don't get me wrong, it kind of, you know, it looks a little bit distasteful and whatever, considering what's happening online, but whatever. That's their money as a couple. Nobody fucking cares what she does with his money. It's the lack of respect. It's the, you know what I mean, talking about the friends, all that stuff is the worst. Anyway, we don't need to go down that road again. Her pathological lying is start to rub off onto him. He's now becoming a liar. Exactly. Man, there was a live show he did a while back. He was completely unhinged because a guy wasn't laughing at his jokes a lot. And the things that he was saying wasn't funny. He was literally shitting on the guy for not having fun show. You can literally see his face turning beet red. The production is crazy. He definitely has some good moments. I'm rooting for him. Yeah, this is one of those things that happens. I've seen this before. He definitely has good moments. I'm rooting for him. This is when the fans are in denial. You know, when your fans believed who you were in the beginning, which you were lying about, but then your true colors start coming out and they have a hard time believing it. And it must suck, to be honest, because if you're a Flagrant fan and you identify a lot more with Akaash, because a lot of Flagrant fans didn't like Schultz in the beginning. Some of them still don't like Schultz, but they preferred Akaash. He was like the voice of reason. He seemed sensible. He seemed grown up. He seemed mature, well-rounded. Seemed to have good manners, you know, or whatever. And then once it comes out that he's like this, you know, it's hard to look at him. Fuck. Let's continue. What they said about that clip there? 25 years old and she was relying on him for money and him being the sole contributor. Why are we not talking about this? Yes, Akaash is an idiot for chasing a dream without a backup, but it worked out for him. Good for him. But JASLEEN has done nothing. There's nothing commendable about being 25 and being dependent on someone else entirely. That's a good point, but she did have a job, to be fair. This guy's lying hardcore to try and spin the story. None of what happened to Akaash. This story doesn't add up to me. He said before that those MTV shows were paying low six figures, and now he's saying they paid dog shit. What money was he saving up to move if he only made... Big up, who said that in the stream chat? Who said that in the stream chat? Honestly, you guys are all fucking legends. I can't believe I believed, honestly. I feel so fucking ashamed. I feel so fucking ashamed. I can't believe I believed that story. Big up whoever said this as well. What money was he saving to move if he only made 4K a year? It makes more sense that he had money saved already and that was what they were used to move, or he made a lot more than 4K that year, or his parents are involved, right? Like India, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I've not met a lot of broke Indians and Pakistani people. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure about you people, but I've not met a lot of broke Indian or Pakistani people. Like those motherfuckers have houses, they have cars, right? They have plenty of food in the fridge. Like they don't, you know what I mean? Like that's all I'll say. Like I've not met a lot of Indians or Pakistani people who are broke. That's I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that one. The whole sleeping on a friend's couch thing sounds made up to make her look better for sticking through with him. Plus, no, I don't think it's made up. I do believe they slept on their friend's couch, but not in the way he said. Sleeping on your friend's, it's like if you had to sleep. Imagine sleeping in the park before you check into your hotel. That is different than sleeping in a park or in your car because you have nowhere else to sleep. Did you get it? You know? So he's trying to spin the sleeping in his friend's house before they moved into their home in New Jersey as, oh, we were homeless. Yeah, you were technically, but you were only because you were in between places. Like, you know, maybe the lease hasn't been signed yet, whatever. Like, relax. She's not a gold digger, she's a fame whore. That's the difference. Cool story, bro. By the time it was 2018, you had been on about 8 TV shows and was already on a podcast with Andrew Schultz. Come on, man. You were in the industry already. She saw the celebrity life around her and wanted to remain in it. Bullshit. Huh. What do we think about that? Is she a fame whore? Like, well, to be fair, like Chris Mack said, she was hired at Goldman Sachs. They're alleged, what's it called? They're alleged only 1 to 3% of applicants get those jobs in those places. She's an analyst. She's an analyst. So was she able to predict? Was she able to spot that Akaash had potential? Well, is that possible? With her analyst mind, was she able to see, he's on a show called Flagrant. This show is kind of funny. It's blowing up. They've got a good diverse cast of people there. There's a black guy. There's a Jewish guy. There's a white guy. There's him on there. They're in New York. They're popping off. The comedy podcast scene is blowing. This guy might be the one. He might be my ticket out of here. Wrap it up, boys. She's going down with the ship. He can't see the metric ton size iceberg. They broke up temporarily in 2018. Guess he forgot to mention that part. Really? Also, people grow out of love. That's if she ever was in love. And the way Shorty talk about this guy or things she says while being married, she ain't in love no more. And don't give a fuck about how you feel, because next Chanel bag is coming no matter what. Again, that's very broken English there, but this person makes a lot of sense. That's the thing, because that's why I said his story makes her look worse, because if his story is true, she would be holding him down more. If they really came from the mud, she'd be his biggest defender online. She would not have it. If anybody tries to talk bad about a car, she'd be online like chewing you out. But instead, she's making him look worse, you know? Yes, because Schultz's success, she predicted the future like Cleo's psychic. Pick up, yeah. You're giving her too much credit, but she saw she could be manipulated. Cool. Pick up MK, fair enough. Pick up Mackenzie. Bro, she was entry-level worker at Saks, borderline janitor. Come on, bro. Come on, Mackenzie. Come on. I think if there's a company that's got 1 to 3% application, whatever, gets in, even if you are an entry-level person, that's still an achievement. That's still, you know what I mean? And I don't think Goldman Sachs starting salaries are 30k. We saw already, it's like 70 to 150. So even, no one's saying she was a millionaire from that job, but she made good money. More like, a big up as far as these analysts, more like analyst at the white boy frat party. She saw an undervalued asset and scooped it up. Exactly. Big up Chris Mack. Well put. Big up Debs McGee. He should have got an arranged marriage. This is what happens when you don't get any booty before 30. I agree with that one more, to be fair. Big up John Valdez. Nah, she just a hoe. Big up Big Booth. Distinction without a difference. There's a broke Indians, a Pakistani, but they get a lot of help from family. That's what. But MK, that's what I mean. Sorry, maybe my definition of broke is different. That's what I mean. When I say broke, I mean like no one to depend on. Like, I've had those moments in my life. There's no one I can call. There is no person. There's no family member to lend money off of. There's no friends I can get, like, nothing. You just have to get it out of the mud yourself. You have to start like pawning stuff and working fucking door-to-door sales stuff. Start doing signings and stations, working whatever. That's what I mean by broke. I mean, like, you have nobody to depend on. Like, I don't know of any Indian or Pakistani people that are like that, where they have nobody. They would always have somebody that can lend them a couch, a bedroom, because they all own their homes. They all have a fridge full of food. They all have cars to get you to and from. Some of them own businesses, so they can maybe give you a little job to make some money on the side. Indians and Pakistanis, that, especially the ones that live in Western Europe anyway, these are the ones that lived in the UK, I've not seen a lot of them that are just dead broke. So this whole dead broke thing, I don't believe. Plus, his family looks very shiny. I've seen the wedding pictures and the fan pictures. They look very, very shiny. I don't think they're broke. Anyway, let's continue. I'm fucking stuck on one thing. Let's see the comments for this one. The one talking about them moving, whatever. This is such a weird story because I want to believe that she loves him because that's a real ride or die story. But then again, you see the videos and the slanderous things she says on camera, and you're like, how can a ride or die all of a sudden lose her morals like that? That's what we're asking. I don't know. Something isn't adding up. She was 25. She absolutely didn't have to put up with that. But now she's in her 30s. She's acting like a gold digger and running her mouth. I don't know what to believe. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, somebody. That's a good question, actually, here. That's a good point. You know how men get caught in those misogynist algorithm traps? Happens to women too. If you see enough men are trash TikToks, you'll start to believe and repeat it. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really, 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 really good point. Fuck, man. 25k a month spending expenses. Dude has to hustle and grind so much to keep up that lifestyle. Hope he keeps it up. She would have left him if the comedy never worked out. This is why anyone who is paying for a Patreon subscription is a fool. They show you how they spend your money and still choose to give it to them. 240k a year just on watches and crap. Damn. So what do you love about Akaash? He loves me so much. That's a good point. That's a really good point. So what do you love about Akaash? He loves me so much. What a narcissist. Also, they weren't just together the whole time, apparently. They broke up at a bottom point and she came back after she... Oh my God. Is that true? They broke up and she came back when he got some money. The chick is a gold digger. Everything I hear about this girl just bums me out, man. I'm not gonna lie, she just bums me out. Everything I hear about her bums me the fuck out, man. Anyway, we saw that clip. I think it's time to revisit this one.
I suck for all of you.
Oh yeah, this is the clip, innit? This is the clip where Akaash rages at that guy for not laughing in the crowd. Really cringe, by the way. Really fucking cringe. Oh, he was British. No wonder. Well, some people, you know, some British people are good at calling stuff out. I've not got the best eye or the best nose for it. I'm a little bit susceptible to scams and dupes. It's one of my flaws. Forgive me. Let's continue.
You're first. You're second. Did he suck for you?
Yeah, he didn't even look at me. Yeah, that's true. I came here when I was 10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
He sucked for you because you said something. I said.
You look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one right now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but
Ouch. The comedian, you look like you can read a lot of books because he looks, I don't know, intellectual and bored. He's like, yeah, I wish I was reading one right now. Ouch. Big up that guy. That was a good reply. I'm not gonna lie, that was really funny. Really good reply.
just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what are you, fuck my wife? Fuck you, dude. I don't have to put up with this from you, you fuck.
How do you guys know each other? Can I ask? Are you comfortable talking about it? If not, it's all good. We can move on.
We met on Hinge.
You met on Hinge. Yeah, dude, the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous, you know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British, he's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up,
I'm your Akaash now.
Big up, big up.
Powerful bunch.
We got Koila, bit of Koila.
Inshallah, brother Akaash will see the light of Islam and have 4 wives to wreck.
That was brilliant timing. Brilliant timing. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up Koila, big up Asad Aziz. Absolute legends. Appreciate both of you.
He's looking at me like, why does this guy have freedom? And I'm trying to power through the set. But when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour.
You clearly want to go home. I don't know why the fuck you didn't leave already.
guy's sitting here picking his fucking calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. Who gives a fuck? And then I just fucking lost it. I was like, with all my jokes, fuck this guy. He deserved it. I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he fucking deserved it. It was fun, to be honest with you. I had a good time. How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out?
Isn't this, weirdly enough, this is the same thing that Burna Boy's in trouble for, isn't it? If we're, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Burna Boy, the super huge Afrobeats artist, is getting kind of like cancelled in the US because he came over, he's on tour in your country at the moment, and with one of his shows, he got angry because some girl at the front row was sleeping. And he kind of, you know, called her out on stage, told her to leave. She left. It was kind of like a weird, funny, awkward moment. Later on, they found out that this woman was like suffering from depression. And I think she either had a miscarriage or something crazy happened in her life. And then she was obviously going through a hard time. So she went to the show. She was obviously just tired and just, you know, upset or whatever. So that didn't like sit right with people. And everyone's been protesting since and not going to his shows. And now he had to come out and apologize and say, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. But people are not coming to his shows. But I just don't understand the entitlement here. Like, I know I get it as a comedian. If you're on stage and you look out and see somebody sleeping or you see somebody not engaged, right? It's going to put you off a little bit, or someone kind of like scowling at you. But I don't have to give you the reaction that you want. You're not like, I mean, like, I don't get this dynamic of like, oh, when you're at a show, you have to nod and please and smile. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not enjoying it. Like, it's your job to entertain me. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just keep entertaining the rest of the room. That's in honesty anyway. You shouldn't be trying to entertain people individually. You should be trying to entertain the room overall, right? So on average, you want more people in the room to be into what you're doing than less, of course. But you don't go into individual people and looking at them and saying laugh, 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 laugh. It's such a weird entitlement. It's fucking insane to say to somebody.
The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Fucking Brits, dude. I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more glad a bitch died in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever, 92-year-old bitch died. Who cares what she did to India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. Fuck that bitch. Ha! You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Fucking stupid inbred bitch. Fuck you. I hate this bitch now, and it's your fault.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up.
When I saw Flat Broke Gino open for Stuttering John a month ago, I felt bad that my friend and I weren't laughing. But he stunk. Hack preachy COVID BS from QAnon Robin Williams. Also sent you the clip on Discord.
Oh, nice. You're a legend. I keep telling you, people. Stand-up comedy is the biggest scam. Like, stand-up comedy might be a bigger scam than my professional choice DJing. They're probably 1 and 2. In terms of like scams, they're probably 1 and 2. That, or what's that thing that Tom Segura? Oh, that was a great bit, innit? Man, Your Mum's House was fucking great. Do you remember that bit on Your Mum's House where Tom Segura and Christina P were talking about the most bullshit jobs, or like the things that make a lot of money that shouldn't make money, and they brought up that guy that does the like he slaps his legs. You guys remember that bit? He's like a really popular guy that tours around the world, and he sits on stage and he slaps his legs and shit, and he performs like arenas. He slaps his thighs and he makes like sounds. Like, that might be another bullshit. That might be one of those most bullshit jobs out there. Big up NJ Ranger. I'll play the clip after this. Let me just play this clip and then I'll play the clip you sent. Big up.
Wish we could dump more tea in a fucking hurricane right now. Tea Party Part 2. In a much less significant state. Son, I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, if I had a fucking glove, I'd slap you like that with that shit. Challenge you to a duel.
Big up Chris Mack. I've met a bunch of stand-up comedians at this point and they're all deeply broken. A lot of them are cool on personal level, but so extremely needy and validation seeking individuals. I'm okay with that, brother. I don't mind. Like, one of my favorite comedians is Louis C.K. That is a deeply broken and troubled man, but he puts it, he spills that shit on stage into a microphone. I think that can make for great, if anything, the more broken the more fucked up they are, they make for better comedians. Let's be honest. It's kind of sad, but let's be honest, right? Ralphie May is a good example of it. Not maybe his current iteration. Doug Stanhope is look at Doug Stanhope. Why is Doug Stanhope so funny? Why does Doug Stanhope still retain people's attention even to this day? Because he's lived a fucking life. He's been through some shit. He's seen some shit, right? What I don't like is just this in particular. Like, you can go back to your room and be deeply pissed off and upset and distraught that one person in the room didn't laugh at your joke, but calling them out on stage like this is fucking garbage behavior. It's very disrespectful. It's just antagonistic. It's mean. It's not necessary, because if you do that to me, like, and I'm saying this in all sincerity, and I'm not saying this as like a tough guy or anything, because I'm not. I'm definitely not that person at all. But if someone did this to me, I would legitimately get on stage and fight them. Like, I'm not sitting there and having the whole room laugh at me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not gonna have it. Like, I'm here to watch a show and chill out, and now you're trying to make me a part of your content and try to get everybody to laugh. Like, nah, I'm not having it, bro. So I don't like this behavior at all. You can be, you know, troubled, have your things, but tell your stories, tell your jokes. If they don't work, they don't work. Go cry in your room, have a line, whatever, go to sleep, fuck a prostitute. It is what it is. But don't start, you know what I mean, taking it out on the fans and people watching. That's not fair.
It's fucking Hamilton out here. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I blacked out for a second, to be honest with you. I feel so good, though. I feel so much better about everything. Fuck the queen. You goofy inbred bitch that killed.
You know what's funny? He keeps saying fuck the queen as if it bothers them. Most people in this country don't give a fuck about the royal family. You know who does give a fuck about the royal family, which is really interesting? Immigrants. People that look like Akaash. People that look like me. You can't say a bad word about Princess Diana or Queen Elizabeth or fucking Harry or Prince William to my mum or even Meg Mark. Don't even try. Don't try and say a bad word about the royal family to my parents. I don't know why the older generation have that, but regular, you know, white British people, they don't give a fuck about the royal family. Most of this country don't. So this insult doesn't hit the way he thinks it does. It doesn't really hit. You'll probably get way more, you know, it'll probably hit way more if you said this to a group of, like, you know, black women in the UK. They might be like, you know what I mean? They will really be, they might walk and go crazy, like, if you kind of insulted the royal family, but we don't really care about them like that. I don't know why he thinks like they're important. Like, no one gives a fuck about the royal family over here.
Diana, fuck you. Oh, do you feel bad for this Diana killing ass bitch, really? Miss, you seem very sweet. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, but do you really feel bad about this Diana killing ass bitch? Can you do me a favor? Can you just come sit here for 5 minutes? Just look at this guy. Can you see him from here? You only see this part of his face. You don't see the shitty part is right here. You paid for this shit, I bet. He wouldn't do this if he paid. Remember what I said about being disrespectful? Fuck all of it. Out the window. Respect is given when respect is taken, or whatever the fuck is. It's a reciprocity is the word I'm goddamn looking for. I'm out here sounding like motherfucking suffering succotash out here. I'm out here talking like Daffy Duck. I'm so upset at this fucking guy. I just don't get it. Sorry, it's not some fucking dry-ass BBC sitcom. You couldn't have stayed home and watched Mr. Bean on PBS on Saturday night, motherfucker? Goddamn, dude. You know, I swear to God, I used to tell people I want to move to London. I changed my mind just now. I love London. You can't be from London. Where are you from? And I don't even give a fuck, dude. Who cares? I'm asking him like he's gonna answer me. I'm sorry I ruined your night, truly. I'll never feel bad for you in my life. That was the worst thing I said? I feel like I did okay then. How about this? I wish the queen was Hindu so I could watch that bitch burn to death. How about that? Take that dead body and light it on fire like a fucking...
All this smoke for Queen Elizabeth, but none for your wife that's disrespecting you every day, innit? Kind of funny, innit, right? All this smoke for Queen Elizabeth, but nothing for your wife that's disrespecting you online every day, it seems like. Who bit by bit with every upload is somewhat tarnishing your reputation, which might eventually hurt your earning potential, which might then affect if she stays with you or not. No smoke for her, by the way. No smoke for her. But let's go at Queen Elizabeth. Cool. Let's move on. Let's move on. Academics' thoughts on Flagrant Crew v JASLEEN. Then we'll move on to Brendan. We'll do Brendan for the last half an hour.
Oh.
Let's do this. Academics' thoughts on the Flagrant Crew v JASLEEN.
Andrew not dumb. Andrew been waiting for this.
Actually, let me make this so you can see it properly. There you go. Hope you can see that a bit more, yeah?
Day for 10 years. He either been thought this or he been said this like, yo, why my boy letting this girl run him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee, and they probably were like, man, stop, man, shut up, bro. He been waiting for the internet to say this. I can't wait for the next Flagrant podcast.
Academics, I like you. I like DJ Academics, right? I watch a lot of his streams, but I don't think he's in any place to talk. When it comes to dealing with women, when it comes to interpersonal communication with women, when it comes to being mugged off by women online, when it comes to being disrespected by women online, I don't think he has a leg to stand on. Respectfully, Academics, I think, is definitely the wrong messenger. Probably the wrong message too, but he's definitely not somebody you should be listening to when it comes to women or anything to do with like dating and relationships, because his record is pretty terrible. His record is pretty terrible.
Because, Andrew, you're not low. I love you, brother. I love you. Seriously. Like, my nigga, I feel like ain't no way on planet Earth, nigga, that everybody around Akaash never knew Shorty was on this type of shit. I think they was probably trying to tell him, and he's like, man, stop it, bro.
You did the same thing with that girl, Che Glizzy. What's he talking about? Academics' entire Reddit. Part of the reason why Academics doesn't read Reddit anymore, right? Because he likes to go on other people's Reddits, right? This is a thing with Academics who I've done like a little bit. He likes to read other people's Reddits and laugh at them, but he doesn't go on his own Reddit because it hurts his feelings too much. Because back in the day, a couple of years ago, I guess maybe a year ago, Academics had an on and off relationship with this girl called Che Glizzy. This like a younger girl who was a little bit combative, did some embarrassing things to him online, smashed his face with an egg. They had a lot of beef and stuff, you know, whatever. They had some issues. She stole some money, gave it back, may have cheated on him, may have not. She recorded that really embarrassing video of Academics on the couch. Do you remember that one where he's sleeping on the couch? Let me see if I can find it. Academics sleeping couch, is that? Shay. Someone must have it, right? He's on a couch somewhere. Shay Glizzy. See if I can find it. She posted a video of him sleeping on a couch. That was really embarrassing. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. This one here. Do you remember this video?
Hey, check it out. It's a DJ screen rip.
What the talking about? It ain't nothing. It's all good.
This is Academics' ex-girlfriend, who a lot of his Reddit and a lot of his community were telling him that she was no good. They will keep telling him, this girl's no good for you. She's a ran through. She's got this reputation back where she's from for, you know, running guys' pockets. She's no good. She's no good. She's no good. Academics didn't want to listen. So that's why he stopped reading the Reddit. And I think that's also why the Reddit, they split the Reddit. Now there's like a DJ Academics Reddit and there's an Academics chat Reddit. I think the second Academics Reddit started because his mods kept deleting topics that were talking about Shay Glizzy. So he doesn't have any right to talk about fucking Akaash Singh. I'm sorry.
What the f are you talking about? What the f are you even talking about right now?
Look at this video.
Huh?
Why are you trying to take pictures?
What are you talking about?
Look how she got him. Look at Academics. I know we all sit like this and we're all like this at home when we're chilling and we're comfortable. But if she's your ride or die, she doesn't do this to you. Your ride or die doesn't do this to you. You know? He's on his couch with his hair out, belly out, in his sweats. Looking rough.
Again, before like you try to like talk shit about me, it's like, why are you like, I know you for real in real life.
Also, by the way, I wonder if this is something similar to like these guys, right? Akaash and AKADEMIKS, both successful online, both make a lot of money online. I wonder if that's a thing, what happens? Because they both don't have a lot of experience with women, I'd imagine. I'd imagine Akaash and AKADEMIKS probably only started to like, you know, attract women when they started making money. So I wonder if this is like one of those things that seems to happen. Guys like that happen, that, you know, successful in that way, they just seem to get taken advantage of by women because they have no experience with them. It seems to be a common thing that seems to happen. Anyway,
Bruh, y'all nigga cut it out. And now the internet's saying it. I think they're like, we ain't tell you, nigga. Exactly. Word two. Trust me, nigga. Word two. Matt, I guarantee either like Schultz and them, they knew this shit, but it feels like they wanted the internet to say it. And actually, for Akaash's sake, I'm hoping that's him too. Because sometimes you're trying to tell a girl like, yo, you're bratty or you're whatever, and then they'll get so combative with you, but the only thing that works with them, you get what I mean, is outside shame. Word.
It's just funny that he's saying this all without any slight with no self-awareness. Bro, you had the same situation, if not worse.
Word. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times women value the opinions of others more than sometimes they value the opinion of the person who they're with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cool. And I think that's it, right, with the Akaash stuff, right? I think that might be it for the Akaash stuff. Ladies, okay. Glad the ladies aren't co-signing. Okay, last thing, and then we'll move on.
I'm just thinking of like my own husband while I'm like doing it. Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that. Yeah. And so I was.
Oh, that's embarrassing. She like, my husband is busted. I can't think of him. To get me off, like I need some type of visual stimulation from the hub.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
Why does she keep moving away from him?
I know.
Why are you making this content, this fucking couple's fucking content, when you don't even want to be a part of the couple? You want to flex, and this is why I said.
That's a fucking good question, isn't it? That's a very fucking good question. Why do you want to make couple content when you don't want to be with couple? That's a very good point. That's a very, very good point.
Now I'll explain what I said about the caption being corny, because it said something like, oh, my man doing something that y'all wish y'all man would, or something. Okay, watch my husband set the bar so high y'all can't even reach it. Okay, so you trying to flex that, oh, this my man, but look at you around him. You don't even want to be kissed by him. In multiple clips. This is not just a one-time thing. This is so embarrassing. And those are my favorite type of kisses, the little cute little cheek kisses, and you lean in. I lean into them. You like leaning away like, oh, stop, like she's doing all these neck, movements to avoid him kissing her. Oh my God.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true. Eloquently put there by that young lady. Eloquently put. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's quickly play this video from NJ, then we'll move on. Do Brendan, then they'll be ending because it's about 6 a.m. here, nearly 6 a.m. Apologies, I started really late because I fell asleep because I got on that let's continue. Where is it? Big up NJ. Appreciate you, bruh. Let me get this up here. Okay, go to 19 minutes. Okay, you're a legend.
Should we ask you the question?
Whoopsie. Go back again. Put the screen on. Oh, Medica. You're on there with REKIETA Law. I need to watch this. Oh, big up NJ. You were on there with REKIETA, with Nick REKIETA. This is sick. Big up NJ. This is sick. Big up NJ. This is sick. I definitely need to watch this in full. This is sick. Okay, well, look at him. Look at that look. Look at him. That goatee, the glove. Look at him. He's probably gone. How? NJ, be honest. NJ, be honest. NJ, be honest. What do you think? Is he still on the gear or not? Is he still on the powder or not? What do you think? I know he's got a fucking, he can't do it, right? He's got whatever, he's banned. What do you think? Is he still on the powder or not? Because I still think he's got an 8-ball somewhere in that room. I think there's a little baggie in that room. I think there's a plate somewhere off camera with some lines already lined up. What do you think? What vibe do you get? Do you think REKIETA's still on the or not? Huh? I still think he is. I still think he is on the slide. Secretly. Okay, 19 minutes. Let's go here. 19 minutes, yeah? Let's do 8. Let's do from 18. Let's do from 18. Fuck it. Oh, big up NJ. NJ appearances out here, isn't it? Yeah, nice. I like how I played a role, you know, giving your first little start. Now look at you. You were the big dogs. You're on Starly now, yeah. You're the big dogs. Big up NJ.
But do you, in a way, feel bad for his kids? Because like, if he does fuck up and end up back in jail,
big up NJ. Still boring as hell, as I know. Okay, cool. Doug Ethan Ralph says he has recordings of him admitting to violating probation. Wow. Of course. How often do they test you anyway? If you're banned from doing drugs, right? What was his sentence? Look, we can see. Nick REKIETA sentence. What was it? What was it again? So there you go. There's a look. Imagine getting arrested. That's he was definitely high when he got arrested. He was definitely on the come down when he was high. I can't imagine getting arrested when you're on the come down on your high. Fuck. A popular YouTube lawyer was sentenced for drug possession after his Western Minnesota home was raided. He was sentenced to 28 days in jail with 5 years of probation. He was given 2 days of credit for time already served due to a period. He also must serve 80 hours of community service. Under the agreement, his probation officer can request jail time if deferred. Probation conditions show he must submit to a random drug alcohol testing. He's not allowed to possess a firearm. 5 years of probation. 5 years of probation. Holy shit. Fuck. Yeah, I don't blame him for taking a little bump. I don't blame him for taking a little bump in between, because 5 years is a long time, bro. 5 years is a long for somebody that was caught. Because didn't they say when they raided his house, how much was it? Was it Nick REKIETA drugs house raid? How was it? 28 grams or something? It was a big amount. House raid. I think it was like a massive amount. Let me just say Nick REKIETA cocaine house. Anyone got anything here? It was a big amount. I remember it was a massive amount. That's it. There we go. See, there you go. Look at that. Internet personality Nick REKIETA and his wife Kyla are facing charge of possession of 25 grams of cocaine or methamphetamine. 25. Imagine having 25 grams in your house. That must mean you're a power user. There's no way you go from using that amount and then being okay to not do anything for 5 years. It's impossible. It's impossible, no? It's one thing if you do a couple of 8 balls every weekend or whatever, or a line here and there. Maybe you could have an easier time quitting, or, you know, trying to wean yourself off of it. But if you just casually got 25 grams in your crib, I don't think you're going to be able to find it easy to just stop cold turkey. It's going to be kind of hard, near on impossible. So if he does manage to stay out of jail for 5 years, that's credit to him. But also he's white, you know, not to go on a race thing, but he's also white. So maybe his random drug testing won't be as crazy as it would be if I was him, you know. Don't get me wrong. If I was him and I got charged with what he got charged with, I'd be in prison, you know. Nick REKIETA got out because he's white, he had money, and I'm sure, you know, some of his lawyer experience helped. But yeah, that's insane. 5 years of probation.
Like, his kids have lost a dad. Like his career is over, and he'll not be able to support them at all.
He has a career.
Barely burning one. His words. No, so whenever his kids come up, I try to take the policy of this. When I was around, my kids got along with his kids. His kids were really sweet kids, and they have.
It doesn't help that he talks like that, innit? Pick up NJ. I know he sounds bored, but doesn't he talk like he's on something? Big up Coiler. They make testing a surprise. You gotta call and check in every time they're not. You gotta call and check in every time they announce your color. Okay, cool. He sounds kind of fucked up, innit? He sounds like he's under the influence of something.
Have their relationship with their parents, and I don't get too much into it. I don't have anything to really say about them.
Oh yeah, Steel Toe's in prison, isn't it? I think Josie told me before. Isn't Steel Toe in prison? Isn't he? Or did he come out? Did he go back in? Something happened to him recently, right? What happened to Steel Toe again? Oh, there's so much law. There's so much I got to dig into that, because those guys fascinate me too.
One, the victims in a lot of this stuff are the kids, because they didn't have anything to do with any of this stuff, and those kids were always very sweet and kind.
He went to jail for a week. Okay, cool. Imagine Nick Rekieta in Steel Toe. What do you call it? Eiffel Towering. When they did that interview on Kino Casino, and Steel Toe admitted to what did he do? I don't know, loads of bodily fluid stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. You watched Nick Rekieta bus. You were in yikes.
To everybody.
Did he say that you left cocaine out in the living room? Isn't that something he contended?
That's something he contended, yes.
And that you vehemently deny that, I assume, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous.
Hey,
yeah,
Kim is.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, Kim is not happy with the questions I'm asking Nick, in case anyone would like to ask Nick a question for this bitch.
Yeah, no, sure. Nick, how would you rate your parenting skills on a scale of Casey Anthony to Cliff Huxtable?
I'll go with Casey Anthony. That's good. Look, I've been effectively.
Good question, NJ. Funny question. But I think as a parent, going through what you went through, if he really was innocent, you don't answer it like that. You don't answer it like that. If you think you were really innocent and you were done dirty by the police, by the local judge, whatever, you don't answer the question like that. You know what I mean? You would, I don't think you'd be offended by the question, but you'd want to make it very clear that you don't play about your kids. You'd make it very fucking clear. You don't play about your kids. You'd be like, you know what? I am nothing like any of these people, I love my kids. I do anything for them. This was a bad moment I had, about what's depicted in the media. It's not representative of how I love my kids and look after my kids. I do anything for them, and I'm doing everything for them now to make right all the mistakes I did in the past or something. You'd have a strong message. You wouldn't laugh about it like that. I don't know. Guy's a bit of a piece of shit. Not gonna lie, he's a bit of a piece of shit. Bit of a piece of shit. A little bit.
Stay-at-home dad, because I, either worked from home remotely. I was in law school for a little while, but that was, it was part-time because that's what my family life kind of demanded. And then since I had an office briefly, but I was still home.
That question is insane, though, man. The question is insane. That's such an insane question. Casey has. It's like, what? That's an insane question, honestly. Big up NJ. That's an insane question to ask somebody who got accused of what they say in the police report, that his daughter had traces of cocaine in her blood or something, right? Fuck, and they weren't eating. Didn't Steel Toe say that they were Steel Toe had to make the kids pot noodle or SpaghettiOs because they were hungry? Yeah, didn't he say that, right? Mid-session, they were in a coke bender. They were in a coke bender, and one of the kids came up to fucking Steel Toe and said, "Hey, look, we need some food. We're hungry." And Steel Toe went to the fucking kitchen and got some fucking SpaghettiOs and made it for them. And you're laughing about that question.
Home most of the time, and then after I closed my office because of my YouTube channel in 2019, I've been, again, I work from home. I work late. That's because I'm around my kids all the time. I love them. We have great relationships. I've been in their lives from focusing on them from before they were born. Some people made some allegations about me.
I was focusing on my kids before they were born. What the fuck are you talking about? What does that even mean? I was focusing on my kids before they were even born. Huh? Just say you love them, you fucking donut. It's not that hard. Just say you love them. You're sorry about what happened. It was a bad time in your life. You were going through a lot, but you're trying every day to try to re-earn their trust. To try and what? Focusing on your kids before they were born, huh?
Neglecting or abusing the kids. Those are all false. They weren't born out. We were investigated for 6 months. They couldn't find anything like that. The problem that they had was under the statute. There were drugs in the house with children, which was true. Like, there were drugs in the house with children, right? I admitted to all that. That is what actually happened. But other than that, our kids.
I'm sorry, but you can't just skirt past that. Yeah, it's true. There were drugs in the house, as if they were like, as if you left around a knife or something. That's not the same thing, bro. Leaving drugs around the house with young children in the house, leaving drugs around the house open where they can touch them and ingest them and shit, that's fucked up. There are friends I have, bigger people in the stream chat if you're the same. I have some friends, right, who I used to rave with, who, like most adults, when they had a child, maybe until the ages when they kind of, were maybe a little bit more outside, they would quit everything. It'd be sometimes upsetting for them. They might even have a party where they have like, oh my God, my baby's about to be born. I'm going to have my last session. They get everyone around the house. Everyone gets drinks in. Everyone's doing all the gear in the world. And then once the baby's born, they stay off it because they have a baby. They have a child to look after. Maybe if the baby maybe when the child grows up a bit, they might get back on it again. But whilst they have young children in the home, and before they, maybe until they're teenagers, they might get. But once they have young children, they stop. People do it with alcohol. People do that with cigarettes. They decide, hey, I need to focus on this child more. This motherfucker had like gear all around the house, was having orgies in his crib and shit. Oh yeah. I already admit that, brother. You're a like he is very, very fortunate. His kids didn't get taken away from him permanently. I know they got taken away for a small period of time, but he's very lucky his kids didn't get put into care, because he's a terrible, terrible, terrible father.
Kids are never hungry. Our kids were not neglected. Our kids were not abused. And the good part about all this is my relationship with them was good before. It's even better now. And they kind of wonder about everything that gets said when it comes up, just because they lived it and they're like, that never happened. So
Nick, question for you. How, so it sounds like you have a great relationship with your kids, which is number one, the most important thing. Absolutely. I assume, it's been difficult with your wife, but
$2 dance challenge. What do you mean? Why would you honest and whatever? I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'll save it. I'll rush over it later. Big up NJ. I appreciate it. You're a legend. That was fucking brilliant. NJ killed it. Fucking amazing question. Very disrespectful, but very funny. Very, very, very disrespectful, but very funny. Big up NJ. Big up fucking NJ. Okay, cool. Last 15 minutes or so, let's get on to Brendan Schaub. Apologies, I fucking honey-dicked you on this one. Let's get into the Brendan Schaub episode, right? Apologies. Let's get, where is it? And then I'll do the rest of. I'll do more tomorrow. Appreciate your apology. So, let's go. So this guy Nick Simmons was on the pod, right? That's Brian Callen's friend. Brian Callen's opener too. I think he's a comedian too, right? Brian Callen's friend, that's Brian Callen's opener too. I think he's a comedian. The funny thing about this, Brendan, remember when Brendan used to hate him? Brendan used to hate this guy. Do you guys remember? Brendan used to hate this guy because of the don't count stuff. Do you remember the don't count? Let's see if I can find it. Don't count. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Don't count. Brenda. Let's see if I can find it. Don't count. Don't count. Or is it no raps? Don't count. Is it raps? Let's see raps. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Here 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 we go. That's the video. So Brian Callen, I guess maybe Brendan was getting jealous. Maybe Brendan was getting jealous because Brian Callen kept mentioning he's open. Oh look, BGL sighting. BGL sighting. I think Brendan might have been getting jealous because Brian kept mentioning how strong his friend Nick Simmons was. My friend Nick. But anyway, randomly one episode, Brian mentioned about his friend Nick being able to dumbbell press, right? These big amounts of weights, these large amounts of weight in the show. And for some reason, it triggered Brendan. And he just started to be rude and mean and dismissive and about Nick's kind of like, you know, strength or whatever. And this is where the whole don't count stuff came in. So Brendan started off not liking that guy just because he's strong or stronger than him. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But let's play the clip.
I look great, don't I? Second attempt. Okay. So
Play, pause it. Pause it.
Here we go.
Say, pause it.
I know what you're going to say.
Hold on. No, hold on. Let me do this. You got wristbands on. You got wrist straps on.
So
don't count.
Hold on.
Don't
Hold
count.
on.
Don't count.
The first time he didn't, and he only did 9. This is a second attempt, and he goes, "My wrist gave out. Do you have any wrist reps?"
Don't count.
But he did this.
Don't count.
He did this 9 times.
Don't count. Don't matter.
Without wristbands.
Doesn't matter. I've never seen that.
Oh, now hold on.
Don't count.
He did it without.
Look how when you watch these old clips, it's fucking fascinating to see how bloated and drunk he looks, isn't it? He looks so fucked up, doesn't he? Like he looks so drunk there. Look at his face. Don't know if you can see most of it here, but let me see if I can zoom in more. If I do this, if I do a screen grab. Look at him. Hold on, let's go. Wow. Look at him. Look. Whoopsie. Wrong one. This one. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how fucked up he looks. That's the face of a drunk man, isn't it? That's the face of a very, very drunk man. She's so jealous of a nothing, by the way. Of a fucking nothing. Like, such a weird guy. Let's continue.
Without wristbands.
No, I only see wristbands.
That's a second attempt.
No, it doesn't matter.
He took 2 minutes.
Doesn't matter. If you have
Now,
wristbands,
let's
don't count.
I can show you.
I'm saying that. Now, I don't know what level of athletics he's done, but at the University of Colorado,
yeah,
no wristbands, no back belts, none of that.
Well, he
They don't
did
count.
Back belts? You mean just belts, right? Back belts, you know?
this exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Without
Doesn't matter.
wristbands.
I don't see it.
2 minutes before.
I don't see it.
Come on, you got.
I don't believe you.
What?
I don't believe you.
Are you calling me a liar?
100%.
Dude!
Yeah, sorry.
That's an outrage.
Yes.
You can't just dismiss it.
Well, I
Now-
see him with wristbands.
Let me see it. Let me see him do it first.
You see how Brian's trying to make it like a comedic bit, and Brendan's coming across quite like dismissive and like, a bit angry, a bit pissed off about it. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Anyway, let's go back to the clip. Just wanted to show you that because they were not friends before, or Brendan didn't like him at least anyway, just because he was strong. I don't know, like just jealousy and a weird guy. Let's press play. Anyway, I want to get onto the bit where they talk about the Reddit. Anyway, I want to get on the bit where they talk about the Reddit, and then we'll do the rest of it later. Where they talk about the Reddit, have they got timestamps? Yeah, well done, Chin. Got timestamps. There we go. Addressing the Reddit.
I'll say
Yes,
this.
set it up.
I had to come to Brian, and I was like, because you told me this is what sparked this. You told me I was listening to you. You were shadow boxing as you usually do,
Yep.
and you were telling someone I don't look at the comments. And
Never have.
I said to you, man, I was like, that's a bad. We're living in a world where like, that's like going on stage, telling a joke and not listening to what the audience says. You got to listen to the audience. You know.
Exactly. Preach, young man. Preach. Exactly. It really isn't that deep anyway. Most of these guys' comments aren't as bad as they make it seem as. They're just thin-skinned. You should be having some sort of idea about what your fans are saying, liking or not liking. Your only input from your fans shouldn't be the amount of ticket sales you have. You shouldn't be just viewing your fans as ticket sales. Oh, you know you're popular, you know you're doing well if you sell out. You know if you're doing bad if you don't sell out. No. I don't know. Look at the comments. Look at what they're saying about your special. Look what they're saying about that clip that you post on your Instagram or whatever, man. Like, might help guide whatever next joke that you make. It might just also make you better fucking podcasts or whatever it is. It's not that deep. It really isn't that deep. This whole not reading comments thing that Joe Rogan started, of being like unable to take opinions in about your art that you don't necessarily, it's a nonsense, man. Grow up. You're grown fucking men. Like, the comments aren't that deep. They're not gonna bite you. They're not gonna kill you. They're not gonna fucking take all your money. It's just somebody on the internet looking at your clip saying X, Y, and Z. You don't have to. It doesn't have to define who you are, but it can maybe help to kind of give you an understanding of how other people look at you. You don't have to change, but you can still have an understanding of it. Just, I don't read comments. I don't read comments. It's like, grow up.
You know what I mean? And like, there's a Reddit.
Never been on Reddit.
I like the way you said that.
Never even been. The fake laugh from Brendan's is disgusting, isn't it?
Reddit, you know my thing with Reddit is they've said so much hurtful stuff where it's like, it's not that I don't know it's there. It's just usually, from what I know, what people send me, it's just so evil and toxic, and they'll like come from my family. So I think as soon as I hear, I'm like, nope. But
again, that's the way his brain works, isn't it? So instead of looking on the Reddit and seeing some of the legitimate criticism aimed towards Brendan specifically, because he's the one that gets the majority of the hate, he then decides, in order to dismiss the comments and not deal with it, oh, they're talking about my family, I can't look at it then. Now I'm going to dismiss it. Brother, they talk about your family because you mention your family, because you post your family all over social media. In the beginning, there was a big debate. People know, if you're on the Reddit, big up the homeless cats. I've been on there for fucking ages, right? I think that's one of the ones I post on the most. Big up the fucking Reddit. There was a big debate on that Reddit when people first started to post Slow Joe content, Joanna content on there. There was a big debate about whether or not it was okay, if she was fair game or not. And it was, I think, agreed towards the end, yeah, she was fair game because she puts herself out as a public figure. He posts all over social media. So you've kind of created it for yourself. You post your kids on social barefaced. You know what I mean? I know it's your social, you can do what the fuck you want, but knowing that you're one of the most hated people on the internet and putting your entire family online, and your wife putting your entire family online, I think it's kind of irresponsible as parents. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to judge his parenting skills and stuff and whatever, but I just think in particular, that particular thing, putting your kids online like that, when you know you get that much hate, is a little bit irresponsible. A little bit. Because you're putting them in a line of fire. But then also using them as a meat shield. So you don't have to address or look at, right, or respond to any of the valid criticism levied against you, also makes him look terrible. Like, instead of just looking at some of the comments and, I don't know, you don't have to agree with it. We don't have to agree with it, but, you know, oh no, they're talking about my kids, so I can't engage in it. That's bullshit, in my opinion. That's complete bullshit.
And you were like, no, dude,
there's a lot of really funny shit on there sometimes. Like not everybody.
What do you mean sometimes? All the time. Most of the time, all the time. It's really funny. That homeless fucking, the Tfatk subreddit is better than anything Tfatk ever put out.
Hates you guys. Like,
I think we should lean into a lot.
There's honestly, like, there's a couple people who are shitty, you know, but then there's a lot of people who just go on there and post funny shit. So I was like, let me get some of the funniest shit that I've seen on there, and I want you guys to actually see what these guys post, because it's actually pretty funny.
All right,
it's a good idea. Hope this doesn't hurt our feelings.
Did you send this to Jen?
I sent it to Jen.
So this is from Red. This is it says point of view.
Why are they pretending like they have never seen this before? This is a very poorly done, rehearsed segment of the show. Why are they all pretending like they haven't watched this clip before? Or know that he was going to bring this up as a topic? This is weird, isn't it? What is this? What is this, like, acting?
Oh boy. Point of view, Brendan Schaub finally breaks in the comedy mothership.
Hold on.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
It's me, Austin!
What in the fake laugh is that? 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 Huh? Look at him. What is that? I've never heard him laugh like that ever in my life. I've never heard him laugh like that ever in my life. Ever in my life, ever. What? Oh my god. That is such fakeness. You cannot get more phony than that.
Look at the guy.
He's literally laughing in all caps, isn't it? Ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly. Check on exactly. I've never heard this laugh before. Usually does that fake Rogan laugh when he bends back like, what the fuck is this?
You all want hook, line, and sinker.
Dude, I want to post this.
Even my immediate family bought it.
Look at Shane.
Every damn one of you were made fools.
Dude.
That's basically the whole video.
To teach you a lesson.
Dude,
that's fucking genius, man.
That's so good.
Some of them are really fucking
That's
funny.
so good. Well, I think
Send us this. I didn't know.
I think it comes from too is like there's a whole narrative that like Rogan banned me from the mothership and all that shit.
This guy's constant lying is very, very exhausting. This man's constant lying is very, very exhausting, man. Who has ever said that he got banned from the mothership? Who said that? Nobody's ever said he got banned. People wondered in the beginning when we didn't have the information, when he didn't confess it himself, when the mothership was opened and he didn't perform there, he wasn't getting picked there. We didn't see him do the fucking weekend gigs or the weekend headlining gigs. People were wondering, why is it that Rogan, one of his best friends, who also helped him in when he was starting doing comedy in LA, who also put him on loads of his lineups when he was at the fucking Comedy Store, why was that same guy who he refers to as a mentor and a big brother, all this malarkey, and he calls him Joseph and he sucks him off aggressively, right? Why was that guy not booking him at this new comedy club that he opened in Austin, Texas? People were just wondering. No one had any information about why. Then over the months of the Comedy Store of the mothership being open, I remember on the Fighting the Kids subreddit, a couple of people who I think were legit, who come from that scene in Austin, Texas. I think one of them said they worked at the mothership. One of them said they just know people. They started putting out the information that, oh, he's not performing there because they're doing a new thing. They're trying to run that place differently than how they maybe ran the fucking the Comedy Store in LA, because the same guy that was in charge over there obviously came over to Austin, Texas to run the mothership. And Rogan also wanted to do a different approach with some of his friends, aka Brendan. He wanted them to like go from the bottom and work their way up. So it was said early doors, before he even said anything, it was said early doors from somebody on the inside that Brendan couldn't perform at the mothership because Rogan basically said you have to start from the beginning, you have to start from the bottom. You got to do open mics, you got to do potluck, whatever it was. I don't know what his specialty was, but I think the story, the narrative that was put out, the actual narrative or the actual story was that Brendan asked Rogan to do a weekender. Rogan said, no, you have to start from the bottom up. He didn't say you can't perform or that you're banned. He said, maybe acknowledged he made some mistakes at the Comedy Store by putting him on those big lineups, and obviously he's been one of the, he's got the worst rated comedy special of all time. Hey, start from the bottom and work your way up. Brendan, with his ego and narcissism and shit, didn't want to do that. For whatever reason, he didn't want to do that. Maybe he felt that it was embarrassing. Maybe he felt like it was going to give the trolls and the haters a win, a W. I don't know. But he asked Rogan, can I perform there on a weekend or do a headlining weekend? Rogan said no. Start from the bottom and you work your way up. He said, I don't want to do that. And then soon after he quit stand-up, by the way. Soon after he quit stand-up. Then he appears on the fucking Legion of Skanks during Skanks Fest, podcast thing with Brian Callen. And he confessed himself. He said himself, let me just fucking get the video up on here. Because that honestly, I don't understand this lie about people said I was banned. Nobody said you were banned. No one has said that. Let's see. Brendan Schaub, Skankfest. Mothership. Let's see. Someone must have that clip, right? Oh, I got my clip. I don't want to. There we go. There. Unique's got it. Unique's got it. There you go. Big up Unique. Big up Unique.
And a lot of people, you got to be a comic. Yeah, that's on them. I'm not saying that, like, maybe you shouldn't have been in a room with a lot of people, but I'm saying that it's up to us as whatever we are. There has to be a standard. Someone has to be a fucking standard.
So that's like the same thing you'll see in my comments or maybe in yours on Red. Like, oh, why aren't you playing the mothership, Brendan? I don't deserve to be there.
You see? The comments were wondering, like I said, the comments were wondering, why aren't you performing at the mothership? Rogan's your best friend. You suck him off highly. He's responsible partly, like Brian, for your career. He helped you perform at the fucking Comedy Store early doors. Why is it now that he opens his own club, you're not performing there? People were wondering. Nobody said you were banned. Nobody said you were banned. And also, I don't see how flexing that you were at the Comedy Store, sorry, you were at the mothership on stage for a podcast as a flex, really, You were once a comedian. But the only way you can get on stage in mothership is on a podcast.
I and me and Rogan have had this conversation. I'm not there yet. There's guys like you, like, to me, and I'm not saying Big J's one top 5 doing it right now. So yeah.
Ew, that glaze, that sucking up glaze. And comedians will buy that, by the way, because they love to be fucking fellatioed. But that glazing, yuck.
His special was insane. So I see that stuff. I see Tim Dillon. I see Mark Norman. Those are
Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith, all these guys.
100%. 100%.
He was gonna get to us.
Yeah, I was gonna get to you.
Give him time. He's gonna go through like 30 more comments.
So funny.
I'll get there. But so I shouldn't be there. I don't want to go there and get backlash. Like, I want, when they invite me to be a headliner, I'll know it's my time. All right, I don't want to recreate the Comedy Store for me.
You see? He knows. So he knows this stuff, but still chooses to lie. There's some level, some little sprinkle, some little granule of self-awareness inside him to know that the Comedy Store was a bad situation all around, because he got propelled, he got pushed to perform on those main stages when he had no business being there. He was on lineups with Bill Burr, year 1, year 2 in fucking comedy. I remember seeing somebody posted one of those old lineup sheets of like the Joe Rogan and Friends show, because that's the only way, because Brendan was never passed at the Comedy Store, but Rogan was, and I guess when you get passed, you can have your own shows, right? You do your own little lineups and shit. So Rogan had one of those Joe Rogan and Friends shows, and Brendan was on that fucking lineup of acts. Yeah, I know it was he was opening and he wasn't doing the headlining or the main slot, but still, he had no business being on the stage where he's fucking, before Bill Burr and all those man. You know what I mean? And obviously it hurt his comedy, because he started off selling out shows, innit, with Tfatk. And obviously if you're selling out shows with Tfatk to perform to your own audience, it's hard to get funny because you're performing to a sold out fanatical audience. When that dried up and he had to start performing in front of real fans, suddenly the whole started to show up. But he's aware that the Comedy Store thing was a bad thing, and this mothership direction that they're trying to put things is a good thing. And he still lies and says, oh, everyone thought I was banned. Nobody thought you were banned, you dickhead.
I don't know. Stand up lets you know. Stand up lets you know. No, but
okay,
so yeah, okay. Is that it? I think that's it. Is he talking anymore? Big up Unique. Let me fast forward it. Does he say anything more? Does he say anything more? No. Cool. That's it for the most part. Okay, let's go back to the video. So he just straight up lied, you know, about that. He just straight up lied. But hey, that's Brendan.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Fucking banned me from
Yeah.
Well, that's like those.
Joey calls Brennan, you're banned.
Yeah, I can hear.
Brian Callen, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Honestly, shut the fuck up. You know exactly that. You know he's lying too. Nobody said he was banned. People were wondering why he's not performing there because Rogan's meant to be his best friend. And instead of just admitting like you're not good enough to perform there, maybe later on it hurts more. He admitted it himself, but then later on he lies and says that, oh, I'm not banned, I can perform there where I want. But you're still kind of not performing there, are you? You're on there on a podcast. Like, let's be real.
Well, that's just those are the YouTube guys I told you about. Like they make content. Like this is a South African guy. His channel's Podcast Cringe.
Australian, but I get it. Sometimes if you're American, maybe South African and Australian accents sound the same.
And I'll be on the road with you, and he'll make everything he's saying is wrong, but he'll say something about you, and I'll be like, maybe Brian is a pussy.
Rotted. These guys are watching Podcast Cringe videos on the road. Whilst Brian's paying for this guy to travel with him to do stand-up, and he's watching Podcast Cringe clips, videos of them getting trashed. That's brutal. That is brutal. What's
he saying?
He's just so convincing. Like some of the he does like it's almost like
have skills. That's the thing. I'm like, God, if you use
the South African guys really.
Yo, big up, you're a cunt. Big up Asada Aziz, you're a fucking cunt. There's an obese Angolan guy. His name's Augustino Zena. You're a real cunt. You're a real cunt. I hope you know that. Wherever you are, I hope you know that. Big up Asada Aziz.
Really good. Like he basically just makes like his own narrative of like what's going on. He'll be like, Brian and Brendan hate each other and
they're breaking up.
Brian.
Is it really his own narrative, or is he just watching what he sees and making an educated guess on what he sees? They really are self-absorbed, and it's not that deep, bro. You put out content, people laugh at it. They look at you talking. They see that maybe the chemistry isn't where it once was. You both look super bored and like you don't want to be there. You're both going through the motions, clearly. If this podcast wasn't paying money, you wouldn't be doing it, right? You've been through some pretty disastrous cancellations. Brendan essentially bullied himself out of stand-up comedy by being an absolute douchebag to people and stuff and treat people poorly, riling up Brian to the point where he crashed out on Bobby Lee. That led to his relationship fucking up with him and Brendan acting like he wasn't a major part of that fucking breakup, which is kind of fucked up, by the way. Brendan making it like it was Brian's fault that the whole Bobby Lee thing happened. It's like, no, you're the one that started it. Like, it was your fault. You're the one that tried to fuck Kalila. That was the first domino. Brendan was the first domino in the fallout between Bobby Lee and Brian Callen because he tried to fuck Kalila. She exposed him on that podcast with fucking Sarah, you know, Annie, whatever her name is, Sarah, whatever her name is, right? That lady, apologies, and then that's what, you know. So yeah, like he's making an educated guess. He's watching stuff and be like, oh look, they look like this. They look. It's not a narrative. It's watching what you see and talking about it.
Brian's been ready to leave for a long time.
Yeah.
And like,
well, you do say that sometimes I look like I'm literally.
Well, I'd tell you,
I'm like this.
Yeah, because I'm
waiting for a bus.
Yeah, you guys had me cut a thumbnail for you, and I had to go through the whole thing. And you guys looked like
tired.
two
Sometimes
guys.
you don't seem into it. Yeah, that's what they're noticing.
You guys.
Exactly, they're noticing. So they're creating narratives, but they're all true. Because yeah, you don't seem like you're into it. Both of them don't seem like they're into it.
Look like two guys who kind of know each other waiting for the same bus.
Yeah, and that's why we got to angle the chair so we're looking at each other.
Yeah, because like that between that and the inter.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to make the biggest difference, right? That's going to get the views back where they should be. The more they angle the chairs in front of each other. The depth of field, right? The depth of field, right? The posters on the wall, the angling of the chairs. That's what's really going to make the show go from like there to there. not the entertainment value, not the jokes, not the structure, not that. No, it's they've got angled the chair. If they angle the chairs, if they angle the chairs, by the way, not the chairs. Yeah, exactly. The chairs, exactly. Big up, run up. The chairs. That's what I was gonna say. The chairs. What do you say? The chairs. If they angle the chairs, that's how it goes.
Interrupting and stuff like that. That's like the only thing that, like, that's the one thing that people get annoyed by.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who interrupts the most? Brendan. But he was quick to say Brian was the one that looks disinterested. They're noticing that, by the way. They're noticing that. They've noticed that. But he doesn't mention anything about what he does wrong, innit? Doesn't mention anything about what he does wrong. The constant talking of fucking Tigers baseball shit. The lying, right? The being a douchebag when certain topics come up. The interrupting. The always belittling Brian in some occasions. Come on, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
Show us another one.
That's so much.
The second one, this is something I feel like
love it.
Brian needs to address.
Okay.
By the way, I'm just gonna warn you now, don't fucking bully me. I'll show up right to your house.
I'll show up at your fucking house.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's really come on, you're doing me on Rogan, dude. I know what you're fucking doing.
I don't give a fuck about your UFC shit.
I don't give a shit about your UFC bullshit. Well, that's what I used to be like. Now I'm not that way. Yeah, but you guys know that was a bit. And Rogan cut me off.
The world thinks that you are being very serious.
Serious with me.
Sorry. That was just to tell you guys, that was the most mildest Matan bit that they could have picked. Big up this Nick guy. I think he's a real friend, because the other clips from Matan in that episode, they were not that good. You know, they were, and you see how quiet Brendan got. Brendan doesn't like Matan. Brendan's scared of Matan. Brendan is very scared of Matan. But Nick did a good job, because that's the most mildest clip you can pick. That was because Matan said some other stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Matan said some other stuff, actually. So I think that was a very mild clip. Let me get the other Matan clips on the Reddit. I think they posted other ones that were much better. Oh my god, that was a good one. Big up Nick. I think he did a good job picking that one, because I think the rest would have made Brendan cry. Yeah, look at this. Look, let's see this. Look at this. Matan asking the hard questions.
This is, I have to be honest with you, not to be a dick. I've been doing this for a long time. I've earned a certain amount of respect, and you have a fucking sheet set up.
That's just my setup. Okay, well, let's move on, okay?
I mean, even this chair is not comfortable.
Have you ever tried?
I got this fucking guy next to me. Keep going. Sorry.
Have you ever tried a Mexican cookie? It's like a chocolate chip with salsa all over it.
It's my favorite food, to be honest with you. I love the sweet and the spicy. I've
Big up Matan.
always been kind of a sweet and spicy person myself, like behind my face. Thank God he's fucking done with his pizza, his fucking monkey.
Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. Why is the Mexican cookie chocolate chip with salsa all over it your favorite food?
Because it's not what you would expect, and it's what I call a sensual food.
Have you tried it before?
No, but I'm going to.
Who's going to introduce you to it?
Probably Matan.
If it wasn't me, because earlier you said it was your favorite food, implying that you would have tried it so
Yeah,
far.
because I went through it in my mind.
Who would have introduced you to that?
Who would have introduced me to a chocolate chip cookie?
Chocolate chip with salsa all over it.
Somebody of Latin descent.
Viral flooring?
And you're the one who told me he was Venezuelan.
Where's Brendan Schwab from?
It's Schaub. You have to say his name.
Brendan Schaub?
Yeah, Brendan Schaub. He is not Mexican.
So why would you?
Not Latin. So he's actually a white boy.
So why didn't you say that?
Well, because you said Schwab and I said Schaub.
That's where I got introduced to it, and it's my favorite food.
Really?
Yeah,
From
the Mexican
Brendan?
cookie.
Oh, you know what, dude? You fucking led me down the rabbit hole, and I fell for it. And you're looking up like you don't know what you're.
I don't know.
See, you're acting innocent, but you're not doing a good job.
I didn't do anything.
God, I'm jealous of your name, to be honest, too.
I moved in a house recently. Moved in a new house in LA. Whenever you move in a new house, it's always weird, but it's even weirder in the middle of a pandemic. So we moved in a new house. My girl goes, Papi, I've seen the neighbor.
How many times did he say move in the house? I didn't recognize that. How many times did he say moving? He said move in the house like 5 times, in 2 seconds.
name, to be honest, too.
I moved in a house recently. Moved in a new house in LA. Whenever you move in a new house, it's always weird, but it's even weirder in the middle of the pandemic. So we moved in a house. My girl goes, Poppy, I've seen the neighbors. They're pretty old. Let's play it safe. They're probably COVID conscious. Why don't you just go over and introduce yourself, right? I'll bake some Mexican cookies, and you go over there. I'm like, what the fuck's a Mexican cookie? What are you talking about? It's like a chocolate chip with salsa all over it? What are you talking about? I'm like, that's a terrible idea. I'll take it. I'll figure it out.
Deuces Macchiato.
So that was a mild clip. So big up Nick. Nick's a real friend, because the rest of the episode was not as mild as that. That was a mild clip. Big up Nick Simmons. That's a real friend. Oh, he picked that on purpose. He knew what he was doing. The others would have made him cry.
And Rogan being tough.
Okay, so hold on. Let's examine this. I looked at Brendan and I don't give a shit about your
UFC shit. Clearly a joke.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
What do we always do?
Yeah.
The whole point was.
So what happened,
because
Joe?
By the way, I think
nobody. Hold on. Can I just say this clearly? Nobody thought that bit was real, though. What? Who are they even talking to? Nobody thought that little segment he did on Rogan that Matan copied. That's why he copied it, because it was funny. Not because he thought it was real. Why are they purposely misinterpreting or misconstruing everything everyone's saying? Nobody thought. Everyone knew it was a bit. Brian used to always, back then when they used to film in that old studio, Brian used to always play up that persona. I think Rogan kind of bullied it out of him. But Brian used to always play up that kind of like wannabe tough guy thing as a bit, for better or worse. Everyone knows that. Like, why is he? I don't know. This is strange. Why he's even crying about this?
that was the episode where I go, "It's Rough House Sunday, dude." And you took your watch off and chased me around the pool table.
Oh, and Rogan got mad because you picked up his favorite pool cue.
So you got to understand.
And Brian started using it like a sword. And Rogan goes, whoa, whoa. What the fuck are you doing? And we're like, what? Like two little kids. He goes, that's like
so anybody who knows me,
pool.
yeah, and Rogan goes, that's toxic. I'm like, hey, I was going into a bit, which was, I'll show up at your house and I'll show up at your house, motherfucker. And I was about to do a whole thing on him. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know, you think I give a shit about UFC stuff?
I think why it comes off as Brian serious is because Rogan interrupted him, thought he was serious, and that's what set Brian's like, whoa, what the?
And then the bit was lost, and I was like,
yeah, then
let's move on.
So he didn't think you were. So Joe didn't think you were joking.
No, he thought he was serious because Brian always fucks around.
But wait, let's back up. Let's just back up.
Dude, that kid's hilarious. Matan, that's
so
fucking hilarious.
He's so funny.
Does anybody think for a second that I looked at Brendan?
Brendan trying to cope. You don't like Matan. Whenever Brendan says that guy's so talented. You should stop hating and do. He doesn't. I mean, it's Brendan's the fakest person ever. When he says that sort of stuff, he doesn't mean it. That guy's so talented. Go on his show then. Go on his show then. Go on his fucking show. You won't go on it because he knows it'll make him cry. So he prefers not to. That guy's so talented. That guy's so talented. Yeah, right.
And I went, I don't give a fuck about UFC. And I was serious.
The whole world
know
thinks that you
about
think you're a
fighting.
tough guy
I know
because of
enough about fighting to know how tough I'm not. I'll show up at your house. Notice how I turned to him and we were about to do a bit.
Yeah.
Because before that,
that's what we do.
I came up to him and I started fucking
Rough
with
House
him.
Sunday.
Because he was dressed, he was like kind of hanging out. And I
honestly, why are you overly explaining this bullshit ass podcast bit that nobody took seriously at the time it happened? Rogan was the only one that took it seriously. Nobody else took it seriously. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're trying to explain podcast jokes.
I think I slapped your face.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then I go, and I pushed you.
Yeah.
Then you were trying to talk to me and I poked your dick.
Yeah.
And then you go, hey, and I go, it's Rough House Sunday, bro.
Yeah. And
or
I made
whatever
shirts
it was.
out of it, I think.
And then you got mad because I slapped your face again. And then he took his Rolex watch off. And I go, no, okay. And then he fucking grabbed me and gave me a good squeezing. I got a good squeeze.
But if that's out of context, you can see how the fan base is like, hold on, Brian actually thinks he's a tough guy, you know?
There's a lot of people who really think that
you.
you think that you're like a bad motherfucker.
Guys, I do have a temper.
Brian has an awful temper.
I have a very bad temper, and
Worst temper anybody I know.
I will fight you because I have that kind of temper. But that.
So you do think you're a tough guy? I don't have a tough guy. I know how tough I'm. I know about fighting, so I know how tough I'm. Not all this nonsense. So you do think you're a tough guy then, Mr. fucking Tintin over here, right? Mr. Pepe Le Pew here, right? Mr. Like, honestly, you're nearly 60 years old, bro. Like, just go home and raise your kids. This tough guy, I don't understand this need to be tough and macho and stuff. Like, your name's Bryan Callen. You look like you're what, 90 pounds, if that. Dude, just do your job, tell your jokes and keep it moving. It's not that deep. I really don't understand this need to. Maybe it's a projection because of insecurities, maybe because he does feel slight and small, and he's always hanging around with fighters, so he feels a little tiny. But I don't know, God gives us different gifts. You were given a gift of making people laugh and being entertaining and da-da-da-da. Just double down on that. You don't have to be tough. Really isn't that bad.
That's hilarious. The fact that people think that I was saying I don't give a shit about your UFC stuff.
That's hilarious.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nobody.
I'm glad that you had to address, because everyone thinks in the world
That's
that
so funny. That Matan kid doing that is so fucking
Do they
funny.
really think I was serious?
Yeah.
Nobody thinks that, Brian. Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that.
We all did.
There's actually like a
You
thing.
didn't? No, I'm just
kidding. Like on that video on TikTok, it says like you could click a clickable thing of Bryan Callen thinks he's tough.
It's but it's probably a bunch of you fucking around.
Yeah.
But you can.
Okay, if they're talking about TikTok, that's another thing. The Reddit, no one thinks so.
Cut the narrative like you think.
But that's
why I'm glad you finally cleared it up.
But it's adorable.
Dude, thank God we had
you
Nick
guys are
on here.
adorable. You're adorable.
That's also hilarious, though.
But maybe
And him
they
saying-
don't know. They don't know.
Of course
because
they don't,
see
dude.
that,
It's all
and then
good.
Rogan cuts me off, and he's taking it seriously. Which thanks, Joe.
Well,
That's the crux of what they're seeing, bro. Nobody's gonna go through the effort of listening to over 1,000 episodes of Tfatk Slop to get an understanding of who you are as a person. They're gonna see a clip, they're gonna see a few clips, and they're gonna make an assumption of you. They're gonna base it off what they see. And if you're acting a certain way, they're gonna think that you're like that. Is that such a surprising, crazy conclusion to come to? I don't think so.
Rogan took it to another notch because he made it serious. Because you were about to get into the silliness, but he stopped the silliness, so then it looks like you and I are serious.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Hey, I don't give a shit about your UFC shit.
That'd be so funny. And I don't say anything. I'm like, what? You think I would just sit by and be like,
to be
okay?
fair, I have gotten in your face when I've been really mad about stuff, but it was only.
Yeah, and there's been times I'm like, buddy. There's been times I'm like, you gotta stop talking to me like that. And sometimes you need that.
Do I?
Yeah, sometimes you need that.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do?
He's gonna come to your house and go bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
What are you gonna do?
Hey,
Your UFC shit?
Hey, bang, bang, bang on the door.
I don't know what I was saying there. That's a classic example. Like, do you understand? I went bang, bang, bang. Do you know what that's from? That's my buddy Jimmy Burke and I would go, you fucking idiots. That's what we would go. I come over and I just go bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, like bang, bang.
That's what I'm doing there.
You're explaining. You're what? Comedian explaining what that, like, do they really think we're idiots? Do they really think we're idiots? You're trying to explain what that joke meant. A joke that nobody asks you to explain.
I'm not. Do you think I am not the guy who's going to say that? I don't say, when I'm threatening somebody, I'm not going to go, dude, I'll come to your house and I'll bang, bang, bang. Like, what do you?
Dude, I didn't say it. Don't come to my house and say bang, bang, bang.
We're not saying that.
That's so funny.
With Reddit on this, dude, you need to calm down.
Listen, guys, I'm a good guy and I'm not that guy unless you push me.
It's a fun narrative, though. You can see why they do it. It's fun.
I think it's great.
It's funny too because I know you from. I've known Brian for 3 years, and him never being a tough guy at all. It's mostly you admiring tough men.
Correct. I'm gay. Like, what are you talking about? The guy. My wife is always like, if you can find the biggest guy in the room, anytime there's a big muscular guy, Brian's over
him.
there.
Yeah, just go to the.
My gay husband.
My only thing that I will say that Brian does do that's toxic is Brian is the worst at giving introductions to you to anybody. Like your introductions to people.
Like, this is Nick. He benches 200.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
One time we were in the green room, and this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I had to tell my girl this the other day because it was the worst introduction I've ever had. You go, hey, this is my friend. His whole family's dead. They died in a car accident. And then you just left the room, and me and him were just stuck in a.
Did your family really die?
No, the guy he like lost.
Oh, that guy lost his twin.
But that's how you introduced him, and I was like,
Did I say that?
Everyone meet Mike. He lost both his parents
I think
recently.
we were probably talking about some stuff, and then I probably...
So it's fresh in your mind? This is Mike. Lost both parents 2 days ago. Have fun, bud.
Yeah, I'm so bad at stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fun. Cause that's funny, isn't it? That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's real funny though. I'm just so bad at it, bro. You're 60 years old. Improve. If that's actually true, you're 60. You're 60 years old. Change that, innit? Maybe change that about yourself. Maybe change that. Maybe it's not funny. It's not cute. I don't think so. You're 60 years old. Grow up. Or don't. Who cares? Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with this. It's nearly 6:30 a.m. here in London. I gotta leave, people. Apologies. I started late. I was wanting to do a longer stream, so apologies. So I will try and get on here again tomorrow. I am planning to go out in the evening, so I may have to do this earlier. So tomorrow's stream might have to be before I leave, so that might have to be earlier. So please bear with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Timestamps will be added later, or I'll do them actually now. I'll be a good one. I'll do them now. I'll add timestamps when I'm finished. Thank you for tuning in, people. Smash the like button, hit subscribe if you don't mind. We're going to be back. So yeah, I'll try. Actually, yeah, let me try and do a stream before I leave. I'll try and do a stream before I leave when I go out tonight. So I'll try and be here probably for like, what time is normal? I'll maybe schedule something for like 9 p.m. my time. Maybe I'll try and schedule something for like 9 p.m. my time. Or maybe 9 p.m. my time. I'll do 3 hours. Then I'll end at 12. Then I can go out. Yeah, cool. I'll try and do that. So I'll be again tomorrow, probably 9 p.m. my time. I'll schedule it so you can see it, and we'll finish the little bit of the Tfatk and some other stuff I got to talk to you about. So credit, big up you. Enjoy you guys. That's weird to say. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Oh, by the way, if you're not on the Reddit, please jump on the Discord. Please get on the Discord. If you have any suggestions of videos you want me to watch, please get on the Discord. The link is in the description. Please get on the Discord. If you're not on there already, please get on the Discord. Let me actually put the link in the fucking stream chat so you can see it. Please get on the Discord and put in the video submission bit, any fucking videos you want me to watch tomorrow, in case I don't have anything to show you guys after I do Tfatk. So put any suggestions of videos you want me to check out in the Discord Reddit, right? There's in my Discord, sorry. In my Discord, make sure you put any suggestions of things that you want me to check out on the Discord, right? It's right there. There's a video section here. Tag me in it. Put it in there. Let me know. Any suggestions you might have, let me know. Put it in the Discord. I would love to check out some of your stuff and we can react to that together, alright? Cool. Big up everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see the rest of you guys again tomorrow, okay? Cool. Peace out, people. Peace.